Okay, testing, testing. One, two, three. Can I be heard? I just want to make sure. Yeah, okay, you guys can hear me. Right before I started, by the way, I was about to hit go live, and then I decided to have an absolute fucking insane, brilliant idea of breathing and drinking at the same time. So now my fucking throat's cooked because I had to spend like the last 6 minutes coughing. Ah, it's pain. So fucking dumb. Ah, Jesus Christ, I cannot explain how dumb I feel right now. Jesus Christ. No, 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 no. I took a nap earlier. No, no, no. So what happened is that I stayed awake until 4 a.m. I know I shouldn't be doing that, but I was being a fucking dumbass and forgot that that was a thing I could do. And I had other things to do. So then I decided to go, fall asleep, wake up at 8, couldn't pass out back until about 10. So then I passed out at like 11 or so, and then I woke up at like 1:30, and that's why I'm late. Yeah, I may be slightly short. Yeah, I kind of wish I could do that though, but the problem is I have way too many I have like way too many thingies that like take place at like 8 a.m. and stuff, and it sucks ass because it'd be really nice to not have to worry about it, but unfortunately there's this thing called class in school. It's you. No, in all seriousness though, I do actually have homework I gotta get done later at some point. Someday. Not today, but someday. Also, you will never get me to functionally want to be able to talk to other human beings between the hours of 4 a.m. and 10 a.m. Just do not try. You're more likely to get a fist to the face than you are to get a proper response. So just don't try. Wake up automatically. Yeah, Rick, I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. Yeah, that's when most of us go to bed. Like, straight up, that's when most of us go to bed. Also, for the record, even if I were to try and punch you guys, I wouldn't do any damage. I'm like uber fucking weak right now because I haven't like done any workouts or anything since high school. So if I were to even try to punch you, it'd be like being hit by like a pillow. I wouldn't be able to do shit to you. Um, I mean, to be fair, if you guys want to get hit with a fist to the face, why, hold on, why would you want to get hit with a fist to the face? The fuck? Bro, that would hurt like a bitch. Specifically, if you get hit in the right spot. Uh, like if you get hit in the right spot of your face, it's gonna hurt like a bitch. Also, who was it that we were supposed to grind again for this? Was it Ryoku? I think it was Ryoku. Yeah, I think it was Ryoku that we wanted to go grind, right? Yeah, I think it was Ryoku. Yeah, I need to go and set up Ryoku. Or Ryoku. Not Ryoku or Ryuku. No, no, no. Ryoku. My coworker, apparently will walk with so much force. Nah, I'm just really hard to trip because I used to be a martial artist. See, that's the real reason people can't trip me. Like, I can roll my ankle and I'll be fine. Well, more accurately, if you... So, the trick about rolling your ankle, by the way, for those who don't know, is that you fall with your ankle, you don't try to resist it, and you'll do just fine. You can get out of it just fine. The problem is that a lot of people try to resist it, and that's what ends up doing the damage. Da-da. Unfortunately, there's something that you can't... Yeah, Jesus Christ. Why do you want to eat a fish? The fuck did I do, bro? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I swear to god. Okay, also, Rick, you gotta remember that, like, we're not in the 60s. Most people that are, like, of sane, like, yeah, you need to get more sleep, for one, but also, most people that are sane, ow! I say this as somebody who used to not be sane. But, oh, I guess technically I'm still insane, but we're not gonna get into that right now. That's up for debate. Either way, uh, it's one of those things where like most people don't actually like wake up out at 5:30. You do know that that's like the same sleeping schedule that my grandparents that are like 70 have, right? Rick, my guy, you have a grandpa sleeping schedule. Ow, guys, what the fuck, man? What am I doing here? Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. The reason why I'm saying this is because my grandparents grew up in a time when um Nah, my grandparents go to bed at like 11:30. It's wild. They go to bed at like 11:30 or up by like 5:30. It's like actually insane. Like they just do not sleep. And they kept on getting mad at me for sleeping for like 8, 9 hours in a day. And it was like, what? Dude, I need more sleep. Dude, fuck off. Can you like not please say it? Shush. They kept on getting mad at me because they're like, oh, but we don't need that much sleep, so you shouldn't need that much sleep out either. And it's like, it's not how that works, man. I'm still like, I'm still in the stage of my life where I get growing pains from fucking puberty, my guy. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. For the record, guys, if you guys don't know, you can still end up going, you can still be going through certain stages of puberty up until like you're 26 and 27 kind of thing. It actually doesn't stop until much, much later on in your life than most people think. Also, thank you. Also, I know I've been sitting here for a second, but if anybody would like to join me, feel free. I'm gonna be running a bunch of missions. To go finish off the Orion grind today. And or the other grinds. I can't remember if we need to get both of them or just one of them. Because me being the like butt that I am, I keep forgetting what I need to do for this. So I'm just gonna go and build both. Not sure which one's the most important one, but yeah. I'm assuming that we can just build one or the other, right? We don't need both. Unless do we need both? Because how does this work? No, not that I know of, no. Granted, I just opened the game, so like it really doesn't matter. To me, like relatively speaking. So or not that it doesn't matter to me, it's just that I don't know. But yeah, so quick question. Do we need both of them or just one? Because I remember somebody saying that we craft one of them, but we need like 8 of each blueprint or something stupid. 20,000 overguard in a single fucking cast of his 4 is nutty. Just need to farm one. Okay, cool. Sounds good. So we're just gonna go through and do this one since I'm a little bit further on this one then. Which means that I'm gonna need to go for Crimson Talons, which means that we need to go do some Ryoku. Ryoku! Skirmish against Venom. There you go. Oh, only have to get one of you. Wait, why was somebody saying I need to get 8 then? Huh? Wait, why was somebody saying that I needed to get 8 then? If it was only one of each, then why 8? Nutty. Actually fucking nutty. Alright, cool. Fair enough. Gotta feed the wall? Wait, why would you? Oh, that's right. Because I need to go feed the wall. I forgot about that. True. Fine. Whatever. I can go and get the fucking thingy. Oh. Sir Johnny Bob. Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Yeah, I keep on forgetting about the Hemlith. I mean, to be fair, I've been done the Hemlith for like 4 months now, so like I haven't had to think about the Hemlith in a hot minute. I'll go take care of that. Also, I was in a mission when I was doing a fortress mission just in like a public lobby yesterday, and I noticed somebody had Orion, and like, what do you mean they just have somebody who like they have 2 orphans that they can play as at all times? Like, what the fuck? No, you're not the weird one, Dementor. I'm the weird one for completing everything. Like, those missing things in the wall make me hurt because it's not 100% complete. So I'm being the weird one here. I'm the weird one. You're not. You're doing the smart thing. But since I have like nothing to do in this game, I figured might as well just go through and do like all of our other stuff. Yeah. Because you know, it's just how it goes. Oh, hey Redden. How, I guess. Prime will take years. Yeah, Prime is not gonna like. Yeah, unfortunately, Prime is not gonna be our friend here. I'm just gonna sit here and take this one because it'll be mine. Did they ever fix the reward screen, by the way? Because if they never actually fixed the reward screen, we're gonna have like an absolute fucking fit. Also, we just got into a single lobby with a Switch player, and I'm about to fucking lose my mind because Switch players have the slowest possible load times on the planet. Like, what do you mean that was load time? You cannot convince me that's an appropriate amount of load time. Yeah, no, honestly, I can see exactly why you'd want to be running it solo. I care about how long it takes to feed the ball. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you don't care about it, wait for the Prime, it's fine. The reason why I'm saying that I'm being the weird one is because, like, it's just how it goes. A question, do you know how to make necro summons have HP regeneration or something? Because I want to stop the 1% HP drain. Wait, can you? Wait, is that a thing you can do with necros? I didn't even know that the summons had HP drain. Hold on. Actually, I am genuinely curious about this. Hold up. I had no idea that the summons had HP drain. Oh, hey, Bottle. That's actually really interesting. Hold on, let me go check that out, actually. Can you explain that a little more, Breton? Can you explain that a little more? Because, like, hold on, I wanna take a look at that, actually. Hold on, let me go to fucking, let me go to the thingy really quick. Hold on. Let's go to the strata relay. I really wish there was a way for me to get there, like, super easily. If you use duration mods, it's lower, isn't it? If you use duration mods, Necros 4 summons lose HP over time. Oh, do they? I didn't even. Oh, are you talking about the little dudes? The little baby dudes? Are you talking about like the little creatures? I can't remember their name, but you're talking about the little dudes, right? Little creatures. You can have. Is that based on strength? Is the summons based on strength? Summons. It summons you heal mode battle. Wait, hold on. You have to kill them? Really? You're talking about Shadows of the Dead? No, that's not. Necros. Wait, you're talking about Shadows of the Dead? Wait, these? Oh, that's right. They do have health decay. Oh, and ow! God damn it, Rick. Thank you. I appreciate it, but god damn it. I'll add that to the counter. Jesus Christ. For those who don't know, we had discussed this in the Discord earlier. Somebody came up with a genius idea of making it so that I have to go add another Roomba to the Roomba army every time somebody subs, and I'm kind of scared because I've seen some of you guys go nutty with that before. That's problematic. Hold on, where's our enemy level? We're gonna set you to let's set you to like 10, just to set you up. Make sure that you can all set up. Clear you here. So you're saying that the fourth ability has health regen, right? Yes. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you're right. What the hell? There is a way to heal them, by the way. I know that. Yeah, no. I'm just figuring out what they're talking about first, and then seeing if there's a way to fix it. Because there isn't directly a way that you can go through and fix it with Necros. I know that, but I know for a I know that there's a way that you can do it through other means. Like, for example, what you could do is instead of doing it that way, hold on. Which one would it be? I can't remember who it is. Is it none of you? I don't think it's any of you. If you're heals but still decays. Yeah, because like what you're gonna have to basically the only way that you can counteract that is if you go through and out heal the 2% HP degradation that you end up with. So like you're gonna have to just consistently out heal it. Now, whether or not this is a bad thing, I have no idea. But hey, that's the thing. Okay, hold on. Where's our this well? Okay, no, we don't need to. Oh, this is my build that I use for doing. Oh, this is what this build's for. It can go to 1%. Nice. This build isn't meant for this, by the way, like at all. This build I originally built specifically for going through and setting up my. It's designed specifically for. Where is it? Desecrate. There you go. There's a 70-meter desecrate. It also goes through, and we just need 2 of these, and we can get like a crap ton of stuffers. It's great. Hold on. What was gonna go into this? I want to figure out what was gonna go into this after this one. I just want to figure this one out and finish this off real quick. Cutting drift. No enemy sense. I guess enemy sense would be nice to have, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Firewalker is nice, but it also doesn't really matter much. Maglev would be good, but it also doesn't do much for us. Wait, ability strength. Hold on. Does that do what I think it does? No. Huh, interesting. Ability strength doesn't mess with that. It's kind of cool. I guess we'll just go. Oh, I can't do that. Never mind. Fine. You want to be annoying? We'll go out of forma. Whatever, man. Jeez. Okay. No, that's gonna cost 80 forma. I can't do that here. Never mind. No, it's also really OP auto farm. Infinite, but I don't know. I have a feeling that might have to do with some kind of like busted thing that would require a break in the game a little bit. There's some people that were asking me like what arcanes I use, and I can't really tell you guys what arcanes I use, past saying that I use Cascadia Flare. Because there's a couple methods that you can use arcanes to be able to get around and use multiple different arcanes for different weapons and stuff, outside of what you can already do in the game, which gives you like a decent buff and whatnot. Now, how to do that, I can't tell you guys. Kelsey, shush. But there is quite a few different like ways that you can go through and do those kind of things, which is kind of cool. Also, hold on, Necros down into here, go over here. Yeah, and also auto farms oftentimes are not really liked by DE. You're not wrong. Mod or something that affects the consumption to heal them. I know that for companions there's a lifesteal, so specifically for like your beasts and stuff, for cats, you can go through and grab your lifesteal. This is entirely just my loot cat. She does nothing else but loot for me, it's great. Duplex one, clone itself each time I spend 100 energy, up to 3 clones. Okay, no. Contagious one, kills an satisfied. Okay, we don't need to care about contagious bond, but what we do need to care about is... Where are you? I think it's you. There's this one over here. Oh! Okay, so there's this one here, but that's not what we're looking for. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way directly to do it without using like some kind of like other warframe. Because I know that there is another wait, what's the healing frame? Because I know that there's, I don't really worry about my health just because most of my frames are built just not to die. Ow! Rick! My guy, we're trying to think here. Hiyo! Historix. All my frames are like built just not to die. They count as summons, that's important. Oh, they count as summons! Melee damage, but I doubt that it heals summons. Yeah, no, since it counts as summons, it wouldn't count at all here. I'm actually not entirely sure how you do that. I mean, ultimately speaking, I don't know if it would matter too much, considering the fact that you could probably get the drain down to almost nothing, and since it's already down to 100, it doesn't really matter either. Like, ultimately speaking, I don't think the drain would be too big of an issue to have to deal with. It's like the same thing as dealing with Yvara's thing. So if you go take a look at Yvara's abilities, I have the drain for Yvara's Prowl down to 0.25 a second, which basically makes it practically infinite when you have 600 energy. Now, the thing about that though is that there are some downsides to doing that, but it's just how it goes. Which, honestly, having to recast your abilities is not that big of a deal. Is there really the other frame that could take the put on Necros that would apply to summons? If there's an AoE healing ability, maybe, but I'm not entirely sure how that would work. Because the Pool of Life would probably heal them, but you may as well just recast. Yeah. It's at this point, it's more of like a matter of like needing to just like not have to worry too much, I guess. Because like if you wanted to go through and mess around with that. Ensnare, Fireballs, Boom. Oh, that's kind of cool. It does actually slow down. Hideous resistance. No, that wouldn't apply. I was thinking that this would be one way that you could like make them last longer, but that wouldn't apply to this guy at all. There's also the other side of things of like where those summons will actually scale with enemy level as well. So there's just the higher the enemies that you fight, the longer that they'll survive. I guess it's based on percentage, so they wouldn't survive longer. Never mind. I don't entirely know. Well, it's a percentage-based HP drain. So it would be one of those things where like, since they scale with higher level, I'm thinking that they'd survive for longer, but no, that's not how that works. Unfortunately, it's not like Zaku in that sense. Ripkiss? What's oh, are you talking about the thingy that's meant for like tearing apart stuff? Oh, this build is not meant for meant for solo farming. It's meant for farming with 4 other people. It was optimized specifically for going through and having 2 of these Necroses, a Korra, and then a whatever the last one was. I cannot remember what the last one was, but there's one last one that we would usually have with us. I think it was like a I can't remember what the last one was. I think the last one was like a miscellaneous. But it was meant as like a team one. Best thought, maybe the arcane spreads health orbs, heals, that's thing, right? Oh yeah, you're right, maybe? Universal Fallout? I'm actually not entirely... Okay, hold on. So, the thing about relying on summons is that they tend to fall apart very easily at the higher levels and stuff. I think Necros is one of the few that actually has summons that can do decent at later stages. Well, actually, technically, no. Zaku's weapons are considered summons too. It's just being weird. Activates health orb pickup. Oh, that activates... Hold on, let me take a look and see if I can... Blessing wouldn't be... Would it be? It wouldn't be Blessing though, right? Yeah, this is just increasing your health. This wouldn't be like the thing for increasing... 50%. Huh? Oh, on reload. I see. Gain maximum energy per armor. Gain ability strength for... On health pickup, no. Arcane bodyguard. Attacks with 7 minions increase ability strength by 1% up to 10%. Oh, interesting. It's kind of cool. Roll through enemies to steal, and also because it's just some... Oh, yeah, I can see that. I can 100% see you doing that, yeah. Actually, a really cool way of doing summons, if you're looking for like one of the easier ways to do summons and stuff, is using Call's summon. Because Call, the summons that you can do through the Call summon actually scale with enemy level, so they can actually do quite a bit of help for you. The unfortunate part about it is I honestly don't know if Necros has got the ability to go through and actually heal their own summons. It'd be kind of cool if there's like an augment that makes it... Yeah, no, Call summons. K-A-L, Call. This guy. You can summon him and his entire crew. They come out of nowhere and they come in and help you out in missions and stuff if you call them using an item. I think you can buy it through this, if I'm not going crazy. Nope, I'm going nuts. Alright, cool, so it's not too good. That is a good question. I'm trying to figure out where I can get that. Because there is I think it's a reusable... Oh, wait! Oh, you have it unlocked? Okay, cool. Because if you have it unlocked, you might actually have it in your inventory already. That or you still have to craft it. Give me like 2 seconds to find this really quick. Crafted Lancer, Clem clone. No, Clem is also a pretty good clone if you want to go through and summon those. Phase... Vapor Spectres... None of you. Phase Spectres, on-call crew. This would be calling your non-crew. Call group if you're someone I recall where to obtain it. I think it's from the mission. I think you just get it objectively from the mission, which is great. Now, where the fuck it is in my inventory, I have no idea. That's a problem. Interesting. That is very interesting to say the least. Crap. I know I have it because I've used it before. Unless it's not reusable. Yeah. Yeah. Crew, like on-call crew, these guys? Yeah, they work in missions. You can just call them whenever you want. There's also the Spectres. So Spectres are also pretty good for going through and like summoning a bunch of different like summons and stuff. Actually, with the Orion Warframe, you could probably set up a Spectre. Crew on-call has time limit, I think. Wait, does it? Oh crap, that's sad. Hold on, I can show you what I mean, or what I'm talking about here. I think I have one right there, Spectre. What are you set to? Have you set to anything else? I think I'm setting you to tier 3 should be fine. Alright, cool. So let me get into a mission real quick and I'll show you what I mean. So one of the major ones that people usually do for their on-call Spectres is usually just like a Wisp, just for getting the bonuses from Wisp's motes, is what I do at least. I've seen a lot of people also do it as well. It's not, I don't think it's the optimal thing that you can do, but it's one of the better ones that you can do, especially if you're not like handling... oh, wait, hold on. Never mind. Do I even have the on-call crew right now? I think I have it. I just need to make sure that I have it equipped. I do not have it equipped. Alright, cool. Hold on. Ooh, actually I have tier 4. Nice. Alright, let's see if this actually summons what I think it's gonna, summon. That's just a normal Spectre. Yeah, got you. Sorry, I missed that they wanted me to go show them how to use the on-call crew. I completely missed what they said there with that. Also, the wiki have notes on how to heal Spectres? Yes and no. We figured out quite a... Well, do you know, Kelshi, that the wiki doesn't always have, like, the most correct information? It doesn't always have everything. So, like, it's nice, but it's not always perfect, you know? I actually do want to go through and double check this really quick. Alright, cool. So let me Spectre's abilities, so I built right could heal them. So yeah, no, that's exactly why people use Wisp. Just let me know when you're back, Brayden. And I'll. Oh, I guess you can't hear me right now. I'll just wait for the ad stands. Then I can bring you guys back in a second there. Alright, capture the target. Oh, that's right, because it's a capture target mission. That's right, I forgot about that. Also, capture target missions don't spawn in as long as you don't move, so you're good. You're chilling, having a great time. Alright, so really quick thing, it's super easy. Literally just grab your on-call crew. I have mine set to, well, this right here, because I haven't gone through and actually grinded out my crew yet, but they are pretty nice. You can also tell them to hold position, but they do come in. Now if you're going to use actual specters though, that's a different story, because specters have a whole different story. Like you've got your, for me it's wisps that I use, which lets me have both healing and other things, which honestly might actually work for the, hold on, let me go check this. Actually, I want to test something really quick. They do scale, by the way. The specters do scale, except that they don't scale enough to be able to do like higher level stuff. Oh, you want to see if crew actually leaves? No, crew does actually leave. They can only stay for a little bit. They can't stay permanently, and then you need to resummon them. Specters don't. So there's a bit of a drawback between the two. So you can either do one or the other. Yeah. But I am gonna go try something really quick, which either is gonna work really well or not at all, and I want to see if this works. So hold on, give me a second, because I want to know if the wisp motes specifically can heal the stuff, because then you can just summon a wisp and have that wisp be with you. The spores that heal? Are you talking about Noko? Wait, do you mean, because if you're talking about Noko, I know very little about Noko. Saren does not do healing. She is very much the opposite of a healer. She doesn't do anything healing wise. Is that possibly put on? I don't think it would be, no. If it was, people would be using it quite often actually. I do know that there is a thing where you can use Noko's ability to give buffs and stuff. I know that's a thing that you can do. But outside of that, I'm not entirely sure how that would work. On-call crew. Over down to here really quick. There you go. Spores don't... Yeah, there we go. Yo, can you summon your motes, please? Spectre, can you summon your motes, please? That'd be nice. If you summon your motes, you could be really useful if you summoned your motes. There we go. Does it work? It unfortunately does not affect summons. That's annoying. I feel like you might be cooked on this one. Like, I genuinely think you might be cooked on this one. Because look at that, it's not healing the summons. Yeah, it's not healing them. I don't know if that's gonna actually work. Targeted them maybe as well, just yeah, I think it's one of those ones where you might just have to recast. Unfortunately, the dreams of being able to be Sung Jin Woo in this game is not gonna... I'm sorry, I don't think it's gonna be possible. Not unless you want to do the meta. The true meta. Which I kind of accidentally achieved this, but it works. Yeah, the true summon meta of all of Warframe. The true summon meta. This. No. This is the true summon meta. Hold on, where's that? Hold on. This right here. Because I think this might be the only way for you to actually achieve something similar to what you're looking for. Because like if you go through and do this really quick, you've got a crap ton of quote-unquote summons, I guess. They can't be used in missions, but hey, it works. Hold on, where's their stuff? There you go. No, actually, I have no idea how that would actually be doable. I'm sure there's probably some kind of like glitch and or some kind of like method that would work, but I haven't delved deep enough into like actually how to glitch the game or anything like that to be able to like tell you like, hey, this is actually how this would work and stuff. That looks absolutely fucking atrocious. Hold on. We're just gonna do scale, push scale, incrementals, surface snapping. There we go. Now we can do surface snapping. Thank you. Because honestly, I have a feeling that the only way to do that is if you were to go through and actually do some kind of like level of like some sort of glitch of some sort. Well, I know there's a friend that has a skill that puts something down to heal them. That might be a localized thing just to that frame. That or it's not very strong. Granted, I'm used to doing like very, 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 very high level stuff where oftentimes healing and stuff isn't actually attributed to being used. Because if you need to heal, you're just dead anyways. So a lot of the content that I do doesn't require healing because if you just get hit, you die. That's how it works. Yeah, Warframe is very anti-AFK in a lot of ways. Hey, Squeeze. Hello. The only reason why they're anti-AFK though is because a lot of the times if you were to be able to go through an AFK, to a degree we have found some ways to go AFK, but it requires multiple people to do. But the main way that we can go through an AFK actually, besides most things to AFK would kill them. Yeah, unfortunately there isn't like any, if you're lucky you can get 7 leech eggs. Jesus Christ. Let's see the cursed on one. What? Cursed? Wait, what are you talking about? Wait, let's use the cursed on ones per. What are you, Rick? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Well, yeah. Zaku is the one that's like a bit of a different story though. He's not fully AFK. I know that a lot of people like to say that he is fully AFK, but no, he isn't. What they're trying to talk about here is fully AFK. Like you can walk away from your keyboard kind of levels of AFK. Yeah, you still need to go through and recast your 4 if you want to be able to use the Zaku. That's why. Do you know if it's possible for the new frame to be able to summon the shadows or some form of summon? I don't think so. So there are a couple ways that you can get more summons if you really wanted to, but they're not really usable per se. Like for example, you can go through and grab an ephemeria. It gives you these little guys to get these little babies, but yeah, there's no. Some of those just okay. Also, you don't AFK come they added an auto shooter or melee for mobile. That's because it's mobile. Effectively, the only way for mobile and console to be able to go through and compete with PC is if they were to go through and add extra features. That's why a lot of console games have a auto aim feature, is because you have to do that if they want to be able to go through and do any kind of level of competition with. Wait, what the fuck? Ooh, that's cool. Oh, that's so cool! Vengeful Spark! Is that what I think it is? Is this what I'm doing? Yeah, this is my little stars. There you go. It also isn't, yeah. There's a bunch of stuff, but generally speaking, if you're playing on console or mobile, they have to add some stuff, so it makes it a little bit better. So what, question then, what's a good build for the brothers? Oh, for Orion? I have no idea. I want to go through and finish grinding out Orion and stuff, but I haven't had a chance to actually finish it off. Just because I've been sidetracked by platinum grinding. I made like 600 plat yesterday. Yeah, something like that. I've been trying to figure out how to make more and more plat over time. Yeah, no, the main reason why they would probably have that Kelshi is mainly just because you can't do anything else. Unfortunately, when it comes down to like the stuff that you can do in Warframe specifically on mobile, it just does not function, which sucks, but welcome to life, I guess. I'm actually half tempted to go through and download Warframe on my phone, specifically only for one reason, so I can craft while I'm like not playing the game. Because holy crap, I need to craft so much when I'm playing this game. Like, way too much. It's wild. Oh no, I know I can use the companion app, but it's less. It's not fun. I don't like it.
I have challenged the butcher Vina to an assassin's duel. Take her to the brink of oblivion.
Wait, you have 16 gigs of RAM on your phone? Homie, that's nutty. That's actually kind of crazy. Having 16 gigs of RAM on your phone is insane. To be fair, I have no idea how much my phone has in terms of RAM, so like I can't really speak, but whatever. How it goes. Also, a quick little tip, guys, if you guys didn't know this. There's no limit to how far this actually hits from, by the way. You can shoot this laser from across the entire fucking, like, universe, and it'll still hit. Every single time. It's the main reason why I don't use the companion app is just because I don't like using it. It's not... feels clunky. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't like it. I've never hit it, Kelshi. We've tried. We have tried to hit that thing. Like, we've actually attempted to try and hit it, and it just... we could never hit it. Like, what's the max range? Like 500 billion kilometers or something nutty? Like, I've actually never seen anybody like equivocally actually hit it once. 8 regular and 8 extra. Oh, interesting. That's kind of cool. Yeah, 16 gigs on a phone is nutty. For like having a phone. Do you have like a specific phone meant for like gaming and stuff? Is that why? Because if you have a phone that's specifically meant for gaming, that would explain why you have 16 gigs over the usual just like regular amount. Problem is, well, I mean, to be fair, that's any modern phone. Most, if not all modern phones are very fragile, just because, like, for some reason they've, well, I know exactly what the reason is, but they all go through and make it, like, super, super weak. So you have to go through and either repair it or replace it. It's the Apple strategy. But then I also, what, the extractors? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I can see it, I can see it. To be fair, I think the texture issue mostly could also be based on like being a like a I don't know how to explain it, but it could possibly be like a OS issue as well. Like it could also deal a combination between the OS as well as the just the way that they store things on phones, because there's a lot of things between, like, for example, Android, Apple, and like a bunch of different like OSs and stuff that phones use that could make it more difficult, especially if you're not using like a standard phone. It could like be like an outlier where they just don't know how to fix it. There are things where, like, if you were like on a more PC based phone, so something that was using like more like Linux based operating system, it could work a little bit easier. Hey Flavia, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome guys. How you guys been doing? What kind of chaos you guys been up to? It could be just an outlier thing, honestly. There are some settings on PC, but I don't know about mobile that would let you do some... Friend? A friend? That's gotta be... No, it's not a friend. Fine, whatever, dude. I just wanna go kill. Right, Android is Linux based, but it isn't fully... I don't know how to explain it. It's not full... God damn it, Flamey! Bro! Ow! Shit! No! Flamey, no! But it isn't fully the same thing as Linux. It's been modified to be able to let you go do some crazy stuff with it. Hence why I'm saying it's not fully Linux, but it is something separate. It's also, like, what I mean, like, in terms of Linux space is like going and using like Ubuntu or backseat or things like that. And like, specifically, Warframe is probably one of the most well-optimized games that you can just play. I don't know how to explain it, but like Warframe is a really, really well-optimized game. Like, objectively speaking, it's really, really nice. Honestly, eventually it will probably just turn into the old, like, you know how like we have the running joke of like Doom 2016 can like run everything, powers optional? Yeah, that'll probably become like what Warframe can do eventually. Also, isn't Warframe on Android? Yeah, it's still in beta. Well, the mobile version of Warframe is still in beta just in general. Even like the ones that are on Apple and stuff is all beta. The main reason why they were trying to go through and push out Apple first is just because Apple has a much better, like, as much as I hate to say that Apple's like somewhat decent, they actually have a really good quality control when it comes to their parts and just general overall performance of the systems that they build. When it comes to phones, PCs, no. But when it comes to everything else, they're actually surprisingly good for what they do. Price-wise, not so much, but hey, that's Apple though. Optimized, but this game has too much bugs that can fix region. Actually, you know what's crazy? No. So, Bromance, I don't know if you guys have ever played this game, but have you guys ever heard of a game called Star Citizen? I have something near like 700 hours in the game. when people say that a game is buggy, that's usually the game that I go through and compare it to. Now, Star Citizen is completely unplayable. Anybody who says that it's not is either they've paid their way out of it, which is genuinely the thing that they go, like a lot of the community will just say, oh, just buy a better ship, just buy it with real money because, you know, that's how you get your stuff. Just swipe with your credit card and you can continue going. Because there's actually the progression system in the game is fucked because of how destroyed the game is. Like, the missions don't work. Like, the different, like, playable missions don't work. The things just despawn on you, your inventory deletes on you. Like, when somebody says the game is bugged, that is the bar that I usually look at when it comes to, like, being broken. Warframe is not bugged. Like, relatively speaking, there are some that are annoying, to say the least, but none of them are to the point where it completely breaks the gameplay loop because you can't functionally do anything in the game anymore. That's not... Warframe doesn't have anything like that. Well, it does, but you have to get to a point where, like, you're making, like... You're, like, basically, like, going out of your way to do it, kind of thing. You have to be deliberately doing so to try and get to that point, kind of thing. What do you mean they lied about the brothers? What happened with the... Wait, what do you mean by they lied with the game? Or with the brothers? Not being used, supposed to be the... No, that is exactly what, that is like, no, that is exactly what it is. Well, I mean, the only real downside to the, Wukong, like well, I guess the only downside to the Wukong clone, comparatively speaking, is that the Wukong clone can't use abilities. The brothers can. So that's like, it's actually better than the Wukong clone, actually. It's a better version of it that's constantly cast. To be fair, because each update broke other raids and plus for people who got arcanes, they had to divert some of the resources. Well, yeah, it's also they're not running raids anymore because like they also figured out that it was mostly just a server issue, which I do appreciate that. I do appreciate where DE's like, okay, cool, this thing isn't working for us, so we're gonna have to go through and get rid of it. Like, and also almost nobody did raids. Like, genuinely speaking, I know a lot of people are like, oh, bring raids back. No. For Warframe specifically, raids actually would not work. As much as a lot of people would like to have raids specifically in the game, this is the closest thing that we'll get to a raid, effectively. Is just a game mode that's similar to this. The main reason being is because, for one, I don't think we could actually have more than 4 people in a mission for Warframe specifically that's balanced. The game is insanely well optimized if you think about it, but how much is in it in less than 100? Well, yeah, exactly. It's like the game itself is insanely well made, like phenomenal comparatively speaking. Like it's nutty what they managed to pull off comparatively speaking. Like take a look at like the recent like AAA games that are releasing in like take a look at most AAA games that release and just how buggy those are. Like when it comes down to like issues, like I understand that there are issues in the game which do exist, but it's not like something you can go through and it's not game breaking per se. There are a couple that I know of that would be considered game breaking, though most of them are kind of just funny. Like I found a way to go consistently, well not consistently, but I figured out a way to relatively consistently go through and despawn entire tiles inside the tile set via using door mechanics a while back inside of the Corpus tile set. I'm not gonna tell you guys how to do it, but yeah. I found a way to like despawn entire chunks out of the map. It's kind of funny. Or I guess it's more of like a deload, so you stop seeing it rather, because they're still there. But it like stay there. But some stay. It's weird. I wanted to ask, why does necro summons die but some stay? Maybe it could be like a thing where they have a passive leech. If we take a look at the I'll take a look at the wiki after I'm done this mission to go through and like be able to give you a proper answer about that, because I am curious if they go through and say like anything on the wiki, because that would be kind of nice to have. When the update happened, there were so many game-breaking bugs that happened. Got rid of most of them before 24 hours. Yeah, see the thing is, the difference between a lot of companies and DE is that DE actually fixes the bugs. A lot of other companies just see that and they don't fix them. Like they were actively in the process of going through and fixing the bugs, taking care of the issues that were there, trying to make sure and like making sure that people know about them and to how to avoid them. Like that's something that a lot of companies just don't do. Like objectively speaking, they just actively just like, oh, it's a bug, sorry, can't fix that. No, it's too much work. I can't do that, sorry. Like, no, what do you mean? Jesus Christ. They usually lose their shield. Maybe it could also be due to a desync issue. I've seen some issues where desync can oftentimes cause that, where that'll be an issue as well, though I'm not entirely sure what that'll be. They usually lose their shield, so it's... Oh, wait, are you talking about the difference between shields and health? Because if you're talking about the difference between shields and health, because they can still lose their health bars. Unless there's something that's giving them like a lifesteal or something, because that could also be what it is. Though I could just be going insane. What do you mean the factory must grow? What are you talking about the factory must grow? Are we gonna get more Roombas here, Spinos? What the fuck are you talking about? I already added 6 more Roombas to the Roomba army. Oh shit, I forgot to update my timer, or my my count for Roombas. Whoops. I forgot to update my Roomba counter. Whoopsie. Also, I feel like you don't actually have to do those. Like, these specifically you don't have to actually do. Like, you could probably just sit here and just wait for it. Ooh, it's consistent Tellurium too? Oh, that's nice. That's really nice Tellurium. I mean, they're completely normal but lose health, but no shields, but have... Yeah, well, to be fair, it's a health drain, so if they have shields, it's not going to directly drain their, it's not going to directly drain their shields, it's going to directly drain their health. It's like how you can bypass armor. And there's also a way that allows you to bypass shields as well. I just don't use that method because it doesn't really matter, ultimately speaking, for like later stuff. But there is a way that you can bypass shields too. It's the best Tellurium farm. No, this is not the best Tellurium farm in the game. I can guarantee you that. I know of a couple more ways to do this that makes it insane for Tellurium. Like, I know of quite a few different Tellurium farms that are a lot better than this. Though it is pretty nice. It is a good Tellurium farm to get passively from just doing different things. Ow. Can you guys, like, not, please? That'd be appreciated if you guys just didn't be butts. Okay, thank you. But they all take 1 for each. Well, they're doing that so that you can't permanently have your stuff here. A lot of the times when they implement stuff like that, it's so that you can't just go through and have an entire party of nothing but eczema. Granted, you can still do that. Like, you can still go through and get eczema's abilities and stuff through different means and like Devirian stuff, but it's not something that you can consistently bring around with you, and I think it's mostly just meant as like a balancing thing. I think that's what it's mostly meant as. Actually, passive health regen based on the enemy itself could actually work as like a reasoning for that, actually. I wouldn't be surprised. Considering the fact that there are quite a few different enemies that actually go through and regen their health pretty easily. Like, consistently easily. Like, it's actually really cool. Hello, enemies! How you guys feeling today? How do you guys feel about just not existing anymore? Thank you! Yo. Quick question. Why the fuck are you? Oh, it's because you have different phases. I keep forgetting about the phases. Whoops. Yo, could you like sit still, please? Hey, Rena, could you sit still, please? Or Venna, please? Can you just like hang out, please? Just don't move. Okay, apparently headshots don't work on you anymore. Toxin procs. What do you mean by toxin? Do you mean like in the sense of like using toxin procs to heal and stuff? Because I know that there are some enemies that actually heal based on certain damage types and stuff. Did she just... Okay, no, we're fine. We're okay. Okay, we're okay. I was about to crash out there for a second. Just, she hits her like thing there and stops you from being able to take her out just by like a second. It's like, why? Why would you do this to us? Oh, hi. Oh, interesting. It's kind of cool. Though I'm not entirely sure if there would be a way to do it without using some kind of like, consistently be able to go through and heal them without using some kind of like exploit. Because like, the majority of the ways that you'd go through and like make those like last longer would be exploits. I mean, you can also use the summon thing using your beasts and different like pets and stuff, because there are different abilities that they get that allows them to summon multiple different versions of themselves that they can fight alongside them, but they're not consistently there. Like, they're a passive, not really passive, but I guess they're more of like a, they have a timer associated with them, so they can't consistently or forever just stay there. That makes any sense. This HP, then we need shields. These shields. Maybe. I don't know though. I don't know entirely what it is because I haven't used Necros as like a... Outside of using them for specific item farms and stuff, like orphan farms and stuff, I have yet to actually see like any builds with Necros. Okay, interesting. That's a very nice build. Or I guess a really nice buff. That's nice. It's a good buff. Really, really nice buff. Maybe you just... yeah. There are definitely ways of going through and getting... actually, hold on, I can show you guys. Okay, so we got 23. Oh, god damn it. Why do you keep giving me blueprints? I don't need more blueprints, game. Stop giving me blueprints. If you guys are looking for like a really decent Tellurium farm, unironically, you guys are probably gonna hate me for this one. Because it's gonna require you guys to use your arc wings, and I know that a lot of people really don't like using their arc wings because, you know, it's arc wing. This one right here. Unironically, this is where I got most of my Tellurium in the game. Genuinely speaking, this is where you get most of it. It works really well for Tellurium, especially if you have like a steel path build that's meant for steel path and stuff. You can like boost the amount of Tellurium that you get by an insane amount. It's really, really good. Whether you do multiplayer or single player, it does not matter since it's well, I guess it does if you do it steel pathways and whatnot. What's the best way to farm the pathless collapse? Do you Duviri or normal? Oh, I don't do Duviri, technically speaking. So pathless collapse in general, if you're gonna go through and like farm pathless collapse, do Isle Weaver. Don't do so specifically speaking, these right here for pathless collapse, forget them. What you want to do is this. The main reason why is because this right here on normal mode gives you 10 pathless collapse per completion. You'd only have to do this about 34 times to be able to complete most of the thingies, and you only need to do it about, I don't know what. How many do you need for an Incarnon? Exactly? I can't remember how many you actually need for an Incarnon. You need 20? Oh, it's literally just 2 runs of that then. If you just need if you just need it, then yeah, this is 2 runs and then you're done. Yeah, this is like genuinely, if you do this in a public mission, it's a really, really fast mission. There's also some people in the Discord that consistently do it in Steel Path if they're looking for stuff. So if you just want to ask them and like be like, hey guys, could I get like a boost in Isle Weaver just so I can get my Incarnons built? Please. They'll probably help you out. Because yeah. Steve, basically. Steve. If you can see a guy named Steve, he's basically a god among men when it comes to this game. As game engine, if it uses CPU to do all the work and the GPU, I don't. So that depends on what you're trying to accomplish, Rick. Genuinely speaking, that really does depend on what you're trying to accomplish. Depending on the game, it could actually, like if you're trying to go through and play a game, like for example, City Skylines, that's a very CPU heavy game just because of how much stuff is going on. Total War, any kind of like city sim. Actually, Anno is also another one that has like really insane CPU usage. Now, if you're talking about a car racing game, that's shite. Like we're talking like real bad shite. Like this isn't even a meme. That's just like, how the fuck do you fuck up that bad? Wait, actually, Terraria uses more. Well, I guess yeah, I could see that. To be fair, Terraria doesn't actually have that like many textures going on, because the majority of your GPU usage will be from textures. The most of the time. Like here, I can actually show you what I mean. I can actually show you with my GPU really quick. Hold on. So when you're gonna go take a look at my GPU usage, like I'm only using 8 gigs of my actual like GPU's like VRAM total, but it's using like 100% of it. Like 98% to 100% of my 3D, but the rest of it just untouched. Dedicated GPU memory untouched, shared GPU memory untouched. So when you're going through and taking a look at like a lot of components and stuff, just take a look at both your 3D usage as well as your other usages, because you can actually start getting a better picture of like what's actually being used. Now, they did say that they did some updates for quality of life stuff inside of Warframe itself to be able to increase the amount of VRAM usage. I haven't personally seen a difference, but that's just because I use a much larger card, so that's just a personal thing. But there is a way that you can, they've gone through and added some extra stuff into it for earlier cards to be able to go through and use more VRAM instead of its actual direct usage, so that you can go through and increase the performance on earlier cards and stuff. So say you have anything that's like a 20 series or a 30 series, you'll see a bit more of like a boost in performance due to having like their increase on that. No, Kelshu, I've been over this with Rick before. It is just that shit of a game. Like it was just that horrendously optimized. You know, I think it's like from 2013, right, Rick? Didn't you say it was like from 2011 or 2013? Which honestly would make the most sense. Also, sorry, I have some mango with me that I'm eating. Hey Farah! Hello guys, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome guys, how you guys been doing? What kind of chaos you guys been up to? Welcome everybody. Also thank you so much for the raid. Really do appreciate it. What you guys been up to? Warframe? Warframe. Yes, Warframe. Hey Rick, do not buy a new CPU just to play a game. Like genuinely speaking, don't buy a new CPU just to play a racing game that's like from 2011, 2013-ish. I'd really not recommend doing that, just because for one, the market for buying stuff right now is horrendous. Like it's really bad right now. Like we're talking like horrendously bad. Oh, hey Farah, thank you for the raid by the way. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. What you guys been working on by the way? Are you guys also working on getting Orion as well, or is it just Schnoofers? Also, I'm gonna go and do some. I did get the part for War. I just haven't gotten the War Prime yet. I don't know where to go get it. Yeah, I've built it. I don't know where to get it. Like, where do I turn that into the War Prime? Oh, do you have to crack it? Wait, do you have to crack it? Oh, you have to. Shit. Where do I crack it? Because the question now is where do I crack that? Hold on, where's our relax? You don't crack it? The refinery. Oh no, I've already done the refinery. Then do I already have it? Oh, I do. Huh. Turns out I already had it. There you go. No, I already built it. I thought there was something else I had to do, like turn it in after I built it and stuff. That's kind of cool. It's a nice looking war. Do I need it? No. Does it look cool? Yes. Big sword. Yeah, sword. There you go. But yeah, no, I've already built it. Oh, you'd have to go and MR grind it later at some point and get it to like higher MRs and stuff, but that's fine. Big sword. No. See, that ain't big sword. That's not a big sword. There's a much bigger sword. There's a sword that you can get in the game, by the way, that's 3 times the size of your Warframe. It doesn't actually have that much reach, but it's 3 times the size of your Warframe. Yeah. Yeah, you need the plat for it, unfortunately. It's a skin that you can get for one of your Warframes. I think it's in a Kanno or something. Yeah, I can't... No. I think it's like... No, I actually don't know what it is. It's something else. Alright, where's my Rumbas? Okay, we've already got you. Oh, I bought them both. What? Oh, I haven't bought the other ones though. I haven't bought these ones yet. Alright, that's why. Tear the Warframe. Oh, I'm not gonna be stealing it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It might be. I'm not entirely sure. Still need to wait for day 200 to collect the hammer. Oh, the hammer. Yeah, the drops gave 1 each. I completely forgot about that, by the way. Like, straight up. Like, I completely forgot about that. Unfortunately for me. So, welcome to Shenanigans, I guess. Ryuku! No, not Ryuku. Ryoku. I gotta remember, it's not I gotta remember, there's no U in the first part. There's a U in the last part, but no U in the first part. Ryoku. Not Ryuku. Ryuku is a character from an anime I like. It has nothing to do with Warframe, though. Why did I go and do a public mission? Shit. I swear to God, one of these days I'm gonna lose it. One of these days. Alright, there you go. Let's see if I can get this to like speedrun a little bit faster. Move to the asteroid field and then target shenanigans. Okay, cool. Eliminate the cruise. Crap. That's unfortunate. Oh, hi Corpus. How do you guys feel about dying today? I fucking love Corpus. My entire build is for killing Corpus. It's fantastic. Like, I can kill Grenier, but no, Corpus must die. It's a lot. Oh my god, I forgot how nice this gun is. Yo, could you like take over the gun, please? Have they never touched? Okay, no, they actually went in. Okay. Funny thing, our comedians or whatever you spell them, have their brothers who will have to change primary brother to fit the requirements. Oh, really? Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know what would be considered the primary brother, but cool. It's nice. Interesting, but also kind of sad. Meow. Oh, no. It's just, especially took 2 shots to kill ship. Wait, seriously? God damn it. Yeah, they probably haven't done Railjack before. Uh-oh. Oh, no. One of these days I'm gonna get like really sidetracked and like set up like a video to go through and like go through and just like have like a whole thing and just like set up a video for explaining how to do Railjack one of these days. Oh, you're still the clearing Steel Path. I haven't done Steel Path just yet because I'm gonna go get better weapons before I start doing Steel Path. One of the people here just asked everybody if we can hear, but what does that mean? Oh, they're using party chat. That's why. Oh, okay. I can't wait for Mark IV weapons. And hey, okay, Steve. Speaking of the God among men, here's Steve, the God among men, in Warframe specifically. What? My guy, I trust that you're gonna end up taking care of yourself. There are there's a couple of people in this like community that I do not trust for taking care of themselves, but otherwise, like, I 100%. Excuse me? Oh no, you got FA shoot the cloak thing. Yeah, sorry, that took a second. Sorry, it took a second to realize that I had to shoot the cloak thing, so don't worry about that. Okay. But yeah, welcome. Yeah, the main reason why I just mute the in-game voice chat is for one, because I'm only really streaming when I play the game, and two, I'm from CS. Where the in-game voice chats in CS are, we'll say, interesting, if you guys have ever been a part of that. Back in the day when it was, like, at its peak. I'll just say that alone. Yeah, no, mic control and shit is not something— well, you gotta remember that the Switch also has a mic on it too, you know that, right? For communications. So even if they were to have, like, some kind of mic control on, like, console and or PC, Switch players don't. Because they're, Switch players. 0 people as I was breathing, or fans or family screaming about. Yeah. Hot miking is one of the things that I cannot abide by. It drives me slightly up a wall. Slightly. It's fine. Go do what you gotta do, Farrah. We'll talk to you later, okay? Just focus on your stupids. But yeah, it should be fun. For those who don't know, hot miking is just when you have your open mic set so that people can actually hear what's going on in the background. That's it. That's usually what it is. Honestly, music off of radio isn't that bad, usually. Like, generally speaking, I've noticed that most people have decent taste in music, but then again, there's very little music that I don't like. So, I might just be a special case on that one. Yeah. But no, so I just keep my mic off. Same thing with Valo, by the way. I keep my mic off, and I don't listen to party chat and, or voice chat in Valo either. Because for one, Valo is an e-dating sim game. Like, it's for e-dating. It's not actually a competitive game anymore. That's what it is, primarily. And if anybody fights me on that, I swear to God, you've never played Valo. Not a single time. Sorry to say. I wonder if there's like a— no, we should find the Gremlin? Oh, ram slides! I gotta get back to another ram slide. My god, my dyslexia is getting worse today for some reason. Why am I being so dyslexic today? What is this? Jesus Christ. Okay, Steve, you need to start going through and actually selling your arcanes. You have like, what, 700 of a single arcane in your inventory right now, my guy? You actually have to start selling your arcanes to make your Ascendia grinding actually worth the effort. Granted, I understand that you have 22,000 plat in your inventory, but still. You did sell some? Damn. Finally happened. You actually touched the market. The impossible finally happened. Goddamn. I remember a while back when we used to do, or when we were doing our level cap grinding and stuff, in Cascades, you mentioned that you just didn't like touching market because it was really annoying to do, especially on console, which I can understand because console is not the greatest for doing plat grinding on Realty Chief. It's like really bad. But, yeah, no, I'm just surprised you did go through and do market selling and stuff. It's funny. It's interesting. Meow. Da 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 da. Speaking of markets, I gotta go through and sell a bunch more stuff. I have another like 3,000 plat that I can sell. That's in my like inventory and stuff, so it should be fine. Well, inventory in terms of like items that I have that I could go through and sell. I have another like 3,000-ish plat. Would that be worth it? Probably not, but yeah. 26 plat, but I got a few people some format and skins and stuff back down to 20. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Defeat the clones! All of the clones. Kelsey, you're rich enough. Don't you already have like what, 8,000 plat in your inventory, or did you end up losing all your plat again? Or no, you said something about keeping about 2,000 plat in your inventory. You don't usually keep more than that, do you? Because you talked about it before where you don't usually go through and have a crap ton of plat in your inventory, right? I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Unfortunately, for me specifically, I need all the plat. I want to go through and eventually just finish grinding out the entirety. You have less than 1k right now? Oof. It's a yikes. You've been lazy? I mean, to be fair, I'm at 232 plat right now after selling, or after buying 6 Roombas. So, I don't know, man. That's how it goes. It's just how life goes. Buying the Vectus and Kanno brought Meander. Oh, did you actually buy it? Why didn't you just grind for it? Also, you can actually buy the Incarnons? Wait, hold on. Wait, what do you mean you can buy the Incarnons? Because I didn't want to... No, but like, what do you mean you can actually go through and... Huh, didn't realize you could actually go through that. Arcane Sculptor is going for 180 plat right now. What's the level 0? What's the rank 0 version of it going for? Because oftentimes if you sell arcanes at rank 0, you can actually sell it for a lot more. For example, arcane... is it arcane? No. Is it arcane? I can't remember which one it is. But there's one of them that sells for, at rank 5, sells for about 40 plat. If you sell it at rank 0, you can sell it for 4 plat and sell the entire thing for 86 plat. At rank 0. So like, I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember which one it is, but it's one of them. There's a bunch of those arcanes that do that. It's great. Rank 0 is 10, so it would be get more, like... Oh yeah, you'd get a lot more if you were to sell it at rank 0 than if it's 10 per rank 0. Because you get 21, so it's 210 plat. So you'd get about 30, you get about 30 to 40 more plat per trade. Around there. So it's worth it. Yeah, go sleep. We'll talk to you later, Steve. Yeah, go sleep. We'll talk to you later, Steve. Do your stuffs. Do your stuffs. Mission complete! Finally, actually seeing mission complete after a mission is, you know, surprisingly rare. No, I didn't get a single blueprint. Really? Wait, hold on. There's a chance for you don't get a blueprint? You just get the credit? You don't even get credits out of it. Hold on. Yo, where's my credits? Do you just not get credits? Wait, what happened to our credits? Do we just not get credits? Like at all? What the fuck? Oh, that's so weird. I didn't realize that we wouldn't get credits out of that. That's like a really weird thing. Maltati? Yeah, Malati is new. Malati is new. Actually I can go check that actually. Hold on. Did I hit that? But I'm pretty sure it's new. There's a bunch of new stuff that you can get from the area there, like new weapons and stuff. It's a dumbfire rocket thing, so it's probably is new. You know, I feel like my load times have increased. I know I'm complaining about like a maybe a 5% increase, but I feel like my load times have increased. Secret. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is new. The only reason I know it's new is because I own literally every single weapon in the game for Railjacks. Because I went through and collected every weapon I could possibly collect in the game. I have multiple variants of a bunch of them too. Yeah, there's a bunch of new stuff too. Oh, no, I didn't go through and do it for the engines yet, no. I didn't do the reactors either. Whoops. Yeah, that's a whoops. What, the Archon ones? Yeah, they sell for about 30 plat each. If you want to max them out, they sell for like 110 individually. Now, would they actually be worth doing? Probably not, because the amount of time that you put, like the time investment into them, not really worth it, but hey, it's the thing. You can do it if you want to. Would I recommend it? No. But you can do it. Oh, would you look at that? All of these are here. Huh, 2,550 plat, or endo. Nice. Sorry, 2,700 endo. Rookie numbers. We could do more than that. Man, some bullshit. Wait, are they not new? I thought they were new. I thought they were new because I have every weapon currently. And if they were not new, then why were they not in here? Yeah, because they should be in here if you can do research for them. Unless there's specific weapons that you can go through. Wiki is a 5-year-old comments. Ah, interesting. Huh, I guess I don't have every weapon in the game then. I thought I did. Never mind. Minor issues. Okay, I'll be back in a second too. Or I guess like a couple minutes. Just give me like 2 minutes here, guys, okay? Just gonna stretch for a second. Yeah, I'll be back in like 5 minutes here, guys. Ta-da. Okay, back. Sorry about that. Okay, not a fan of the sparring weapons. What? Oh, Obex. Obex, yeah. Okay, I don't need any of you. You're not useful here. I guess we'll just continue running these missions. Gotta keep on running these missions. God, there's so many like freaking things that we could do in terms of like other stuff that we could grind, but unfortunately I have to grind this right now. Now, if the game would actually give me access to being able to grind out my stuffers, that would be nice, but I can't do that. Damn. Oh! Yo! We got a chassis. Wait, what? When did we get a chassis? Yeah, when did we get their chassis? Oh, that's weird. Alright, cool. I guess we got one of their chassis. Now we just need the neuroptics and the systems. Am I actually going to be able to finish a warframe for once by actually grinding out the parts for the warframe? That's going to be nutty if I can actually pull that off. Because if you guys don't know, I've never actually been able to actually grind out all the parts for a warframe. Like base warframe like this in the recent times, because like the way that they go through and do like all the I've always had to hit pity basically in like the last year every single time. Yeah, no, it's like actually really nice. Like super nice. Solid grouping, you can get your Kanno charge. You have the ability weapon after. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Da, 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 da. You know what? Let's keep doing public missions. See if this actually like is as broke as I think it is. Because like, I want to see if there's actually a way that we can do public missions and make sure that they can work out somewhat decently. Though I do know that there's a lot of people that are running them right now. Ooh. That's cool. Somebody's got Dante. Somebody's got their Dante. Alright, take us in. Is it, no, we're all PC. Alright, cool. We shouldn't have to worry about like load times then if we're all PC and stuff. Unless somebody's on hard drive, which... No. We'll be fine. Look at that! You can see them all spawn in. That's nice. Hello, can enemies? Destroy enemy fighters! Out of 6. Okay, approach the security tower. We're going to approach the security tower. God! Damn it, that's some bullshit. Dudes! Can you like not spawn please? That'd be nice. That'd be really nice. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna let you guys do your thing. Rebel borders. Da, 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 da. Oh, it's a scripted spawn? See, I honestly had a, like, I was thinking that that wasn't actually scripted in Rungs Realist Chief. I thought it was a consistent thing where it was just doing that to annoy the shit out of me. Because, in the regular, Railjack that's not scripted, it will just end up randomly happening to you as you're doing stuff, and it sucks so much. Look at that, all the nodes have been destroyed. Nyum. What? No, it's random. You can have it randomly happen. If you're fighting against the Horpus, they send over away teams that fight, like, come into your ship. Have you never dealt with away teams before, Kelshi? Not once? Da, 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 da. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I never do. It's part of the reason why I hate Corpus missions so much, in Railjack at least. Now, for other mission types, I'm fine with it. Like the Grenier missions and stuff I can deal with. But also, at the same time, I usually just have my AI take care of it. Like, you know the gunners? AI gunners? Because that's usually just the case of where things are. Then again, I'm usually not in the Railjack for too much, or for that long, and I forget what it's here. Force missions. Or just in general Railjack stuff. Usually I'm already doing the, like, in-mission area to begin with. So it's not too bad. Ooh, I'll be good. Da 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 da. Just gonna get out of the mission here. What? Do I need to get close to it? Oh, apparently I do need to get close to it. Alright, cool. Fair enough. I thought I was close enough already. Whatever, I guess. Damn, I didn't think I'd have to touch it, you know? It's not gonna touch the butt. Gotta leave the butt alone. Do not touch the butt. Actually, one thing I do kind of want to look into a little bit is seeing if there's a way that I can speed up the process of doing these missions, though. Because I can almost guarantee you that there's a way to speedrun this. Or specifically these missions here, that there's a way to like increase it further. Though I have a feeling that the main way that you need to go through and speedrun it is if you were the one to take care of like everything in the mission for the party. Like you'd have to, it might actually be faster in a lot of cases to do it solo than to do it with a party because you're relying on everybody knowing what to do consistently, and that's not a good bet to make. Yeah, you'd have to be solo for it because you can't do it with you can't do public missions for this, specifically speaking. Actually, unironically, I'm pretty sure the boss fight is what takes me the longest out of everything here. Like, as funny as that sounds, I'm pretty sure the boss fight is what takes me the longest. Pretty sure. It's kind of like, it's kind of funny though because the necromantic vaults or the vaults and demos take me less time than this. It's nutty. Hello, duder, stop yelling. Because of other people, it's because of your own railjack. Solos you can use your. Oh, you have to go through and solo. Wait, hold on. Why can't you do it with other people? What? Why would they make it so you have to use your? Wait, hold on. Why can't you just use your own railjack if you're soloing? Was it to fix like one of the bugs that was happening in solo? Is that why? Or is there like an actual reason for it? Because it seems so weird to have to deal with that, where you're not gonna be able to go through and actually use your own railjack in multiplayer. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to join me for this, it's open party, so feel free. I'm just doing a public party right now because none of you guys have joined, so. No. Canisters collected. I'm gonna see if there's like a start routine. My party is almost always open. The only time that my party will not be open is when that open party sign on the top left is not there. If I turn that off or make it disappear, then it's a closed party. Just to save my ass from having to deal with bullshit. Okay, actually, one thing I do want to check, though. Canisters. Yes, canister. Ah, they got the canister. Never mind, I guess. Whatever, we'll go down here. Oh, we don't have to wait for it to... Oh, we can, like, go straight to the round sled. Oh, that's cool. I thought there would be a thing where we had to go through and actually, like... I thought we had to wait for it to go through and, like, do some kind of, like, loading process. I guess not. It's kind of cool. For once, I can actually see what the inside of a ram sled looks like. It's nice. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, to be fair, if you're at work, I'd much rather you guys focus on work than anything else because, you know, work is kind of important. Would recommend, especially in this economy, having a job is kind of important. Yeah. It's an open party, guys. You can literally just join my party. I have my party open all the time. Pretty much. There's only like one time I won't have my party open, and that's like when I'm doing EDA and ETA. But that's also because it requires having an actual like decent team. Most of the time. You better not be at the cashier watching me right now. I swear to God. Oh, are you just listening through audio? Is that what it is, Bliss? Because if you're just listening through audio, that's kind of cool. Oh yeah, okay, that makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense if you're audio only. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, like, if I was propped up on your dashboard, like at your cash register or something, that'd be really funny. Jesus Christ. Entertainment for all. All right, where's our shoes? Actually, I do want to make sure that we're not gonna end up getting cooked here. Okay, cool, we're fine. Also, what's the deal with having like an inconsistent amount of like tokens that you get out of here? You've done that, but I figured it's easier just to listen. Yeah, probably. Considering the fact that I would probably get you in trouble because of I would not want you to get in trouble for just being here. That would be funny, but also unfortunate because you'd probably lose your job. Where's our stuff? I wonder if there's like a... Nah. This will be fine. This will be fine. Yeah, much more okay. Actually, one thing I am kind of curious... Actually... Oh, hold on, let me test this real quick. Because it should spawn down here, right? There's a spot here where the little energy things will spawn. Unless it doesn't actually spawn here and a dude just died there randomly. Oh, is it? Oh, that's the reason for you going through and actually doing that. That makes so much more sense. Interesting. I didn't realize that it actually depended based on the ram sled side. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Where's our shoes? Where's the duder? Where's the fucker? Where is he? Hello, duder. Yo. Okay, it turns out that there's 3 stages to each of these bosses. Alright, cool. That's cool. We can live with that. Honestly, dealing with multiple stages per boss isn't too bad as long as the bosses don't have like too long of an invulnerability stage. Though I feel like the power cell itself... Oh, I see. Yeah, because we need to get more power cells so that we can go through and summon the power. Yeah. Alright, cool. I think I know what we're doing. There you go. Send him through. Sending him through. Yo, could you like suction all the dudes here, please? No? No? Alright, cool, I guess. You just decided no to like all the- okay, apparently I got stabbed. Whoops. Turns out you can't do damage to me though, so we're good. That or my overguard took it, and that's fine. I keep on forgetting that Ryoku is just Ash. And since Ash has their thing that can like hunt you down no matter where you are, it's not bad. It's pretty good. Oh, Ryoku's dead. Nice.
Did you hear that, Orion?
Dead Ryoku. Being a thing. A Minion movie's ad? Wait, there's another Minion. Wait, isn't that like released in 2016 or something? Like ages ago? Oh, it just doesn't show you what part you get anymore. Oh, that's nice. Your thank you game. That's great. Fantastic. I appreciate that. You're just no longer showing me exactly what parts I'm getting, so I can't. Ooh, systems. We're one away. We're one part away. We've almost gotten the entire fucking set back to back. If we get this last part and we get the neuroptics, that'll be the first time I've ever gotten an entire Warframe in 4 missions. Four missions. It's not bad. You know you guys can just right-click my name in your friends list and join that way, right? I don't have to directly invite you guys. There's a, it's like, you guys should be able to do it, even if you don't mind. Might have enough tokens just to buy it. Not currently. Actually, funny enough, I'm still broke. This is how many tokens I've gotten before I got all these parts, by the way. I don't have enough tokens to do it. No, like when I say I've gotten it in almost 4 missions, I genuinely mean it. I don't think I've done more than 6 missions in this area. Like, yeah. There was a glitch before Vital. So if you guys didn't know, there was a glitch before where you would actually just get the consistent things where it was just repeated over and over and over and over again. Hi, Tims. Are you by any chance Canadian? Just by any chance. Okay, need to get another blade. Yeah, that's fine. This is why I'm doing the mission steel path, get a minimum of like 20 tokens per round. I mean, to be fair, I'm also not mad about doing it in non-steel path because it does run a little bit faster and a little bit easier. Actually, I could run steel path, I'm just being lazy. Welcome to the life of being me. Because I genuinely do not, I do not like doing steel path. If I can avoid steel path, I will avoid steel path. There you go, death bridge is here. Ooh, that's cool. Bro, I swear to God, this mission is not hard to steel path. Well, yeah, the main reason why I don't do steel path is just because, like, well, for these missions specifically, I don't do steel path just because it's out of habit at this point. That's it. If it was for any other reason, I would just say that, but no, it's just out of habit at this point. Oh, you didn't do it as Zaka, that's why. Because if you're doing it as Zaka, you're gonna have a decent buff out of that. Force of nature? Hey, look at that. Steve's an honoria. Steve, I found your honoria. I don't know if you're. Oh, wait, no, you went to sleep. Never mind, ignore me. Steve is not here. I'm like. 2 sec. The fuck you mean you have no daughter? Bro, she just died. What the fuck you on about? Shortest amount I was able to do on these new missions steel path is like 4 minutes. Are you serious? 4 minutes actually? That's nutty. That's actually kind of crazy. Also, we're doing this mission just so I can get the just so I can get that other Roomba. After that, we'll go back to doing Ryoku, because Ryoku's missions are so much easier. Like, objectively speaking, we're talking like 50 times easier, like easily. Just in terms of simplicity, I prefer it. Much prefer Ryoku's missions and stuff. I shit you not, my first radioactive mission is just kill 1 cent. Huh? 1 sentry node? Oh, you're European. Okay, no, you're not Canadian. Okay, sorry. When if somebody has the name Tim's in their name, I always think they're Canadian because we have this thing called Tim Hortons here in Canada, and the nickname for it is Tim's. Sorry. Also, 25 Celsius at fucking at like midnight sucks ass. What do you mean? That's nutty. That's crazy. That's actually insane. Yo, could somebody take over the cannon real quick? Just looking at yeah, there you go. I thought you were talking to no, I was talking to you specifically because your name is James. Unless do you want me to call you Dragon? Slash, is there a name that you'd rather me call you? Just so that that doesn't happen again. Yeah, you can break the rock. Oh, shadow burst. Oh, cool. I didn't realize you could break with a shadow burst. It's a Binacle! Ow, fuck. That's a flashbang. Ow. Kate, never mind. Not looking at that again. Jesus Christ. Tim's. Okay, cool. Thank you. Really do appreciate it. Ow. Oh, I gotta wait for you guys to come over here? That's some bullshit. What do you mean? Really? Fine, I'll come over here. No, I'm not looking at that again. Nope, you guys have fun with that. Jesus Christ. By the way, my monitor can hit like 5,000 lumens. Oh, that's so bright. Ow. Jesus Christ. I'm also in like a dark room right now too. It's great. It may be like 4 p.m. outside, but it's one hell of a dark room in here. Oh, you know what I should do? One of these is I should go through and like set up my I should set up my like open my blinds at some point. I gotta move some bunch of like cardboard and stuff. I have a bunch of what I did a while back is I went through and like took all the cardboard boxes that the like all my stuff came into. Like these giant ass cardboard boxes and collapsed them down into like these flat things and put them against my wall. It just happens to also cover half of my monitor or half of my window too. So I gotta like move them out of the way so I can actually see what's going on outside. It's cool. It's raining earlier though, which is nice, but I don't like the rain. Well, I like the rain specifically, just not when it gets too cold. Or I'm supposed to live my whole life. Oh, that's cool. It's pretty chill. Sweden. I've heard a lot of things about Sweden. It's a very, very nice place. Actually, don't you guys have like some of like the coolest freaking infrastructure for doing the construction? Like ever? From what I understand, you, Germany, and Poland. Yes, Sweden, Germany, and Poland have like some of the coolest infrastructure for doing construction just in general. As well as like some of the best electric vehicle infrastructure like on the planet, from what I understand. Because I was looking into electric vehicles a while back, and then I ended up stumbling across a thing where in Germany they have these electric like 18-wheelers that they move for like shipping and stuff, or they use for shipping, and they have like they're almost like trams in the sense of like they're always connected to like an electric grid that they can just like always consistently forever drive, and it doesn't use like fossil fuels or anything else like that. It just works. It's so cool. It's also probably one of the most eco-friendly ways of doing it too, which is nice. They're also developing roads in, I think it was either Japan or Germany, where they're developing roads that allow you to go through and set up like have the ability to go charge your car on the road, because they were setting it up kind of like a train where you can like have like these charging things on the bottom of the car that lets you charge your car as you drive. Just so that there's like more infrastructure for having electric vehicles and stuff. I don't know how far it went, but I remember that being a thing in like 2018, 2019 or so. No, I don't think it was Japan. I think Japan was more of like they have heated roads and stuff, which is also pretty cool. But no, some of the cool things that I've been seeing. Then again, I haven't kept up with it, so I don't know exactly how far this went. I don't know, haven't been in Sweden since COVID. The time I went there was to visit my grandparents. We were mostly in a rural area. I kind of miss them. Oh, that's cool. That's okay. I mean, to be fair, oh, I guess you guys you're in Europe though, so maybe it might be a bit easier. But like traveling is something that is not easy. Genuinely. Like it's probably one of the more difficult things to do. Granted, here in North America, traveling is like oftentimes like a 3-day trip to go places if you're really wanting to like be safe about it. For the most part. But yeah, it's how it goes. So I don't know. Maybe that's just why. But I don't know if you guys have like a... No, but then you'd have to cross over the... Not the Baltic Sea. Wait, is it the Baltic... No, the Baltic Sea is a different place. You'd have to cross over like a giant part of the ocean. Like not an ocean, but like a decent chunk of water, wouldn't you? To be able to go through and like get back to Sweden. Also, is that just a giant ass fish catcher that just showed up? Really? Alright, cool, whatever, I guess. We just got a giant ass fish catcher. Nyum, ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, it's okay though. Damn, Mesa build's actually driving me insane. Wait, is it good insane or bad insane? Because I cannot for the life of me tell whenever somebody says that. Are we doing good or bad? Like, what's the prerogative here, or what's the consensus? Also, yeah, what is it with us not getting any credits? Is it just not showing us what credits we get? No. We are getting credits. It's just not showing us what credit or how many credits we get at the end of the mission. All right, cool. Whatever, I guess. Fair enough. Yeah, no. All right, cool. I don't know. That's the thing. Team control. For first time. God damn. Wait, what do you mean by... Oh, you're trying to actually make a build. Yeah, Warframe builds are pretty difficult, like, just in general. Like, they're not easy. Unfortunately, there isn't, like, a, Well, I guess there is, like, a guide that you can go through, but each Warframe is very unique in the way that they need to be built. Also, hold on, I just let me log in for a second. There we go. Though I don't personally focus on building myself, my way of building is I bug Steve, Kelshi, or Nofsky, and just basically tell them, hey, can I, like, steal your build? That's it. I just steal other people's builds. I don't build myself because I can't figure it out for the life of me. For the most part. As long as it's not as long as it isn't a melee weapon, I don't know how to do it. But outside of that, melee weapons, I've got those on, down pretty good. And the fact that my Ash build is done, yeah. I mean, it fits with the aesthetic of Ash anyway, so that's fine. That's cool. The aesthetic build for Ash. What did you guys do? What did you guys find over here? What is this spot that you guys have found? What's this? Watching park? Okay, I guess you guys just marked around the spot. Oh yeah, mixing a lot of things for just builds in general for Warframe is not a smart idea. Generally speaking, if you're gonna build, just focus on one thing at a time, and build it for that one thing and only that thing. We crossed Switzerland, Germany to reach a port. Spent a night on the cruise ship, traversing Baltic Sea. Oh, it is Baltic Sea. Okay, cool. I'm not losing my mind when I was saying that. Okay, I thought the Baltic Sea was further east. Sorry, that was a mistake on my part. Okay, cool. We're good. Now we just took a plane to Denmark and ride the rest way. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, to be fair, it would make it a lot more sense just to fly, especially considering, isn't the air travel for you guys, like, significantly cheaper? Because, like, here in Canada, air travel is, like, can cost between, like, 1,000 to 2,000 a trip one way sometimes, if you're not careful. Like, just going for where I am right now to my grandparents' place, which is, like, a 10-hour drive away. About that. It's, like, a $800 expense if you want to do that. But I don't know, that's just for one person, by the way. I don't know what it's like for you guys over there in terms of, like, actual, like, cost. But that, honestly, that's pretty cool. It's like, if it's cheaper to just fly, would recommend. It's much safer, too. Torex, you want to see what my weapon that has the most amount of fucking forma on it is? Actually, no, hold on. I need to show you my biggest flex in Warframe. For those who know, welcome to my biggest flex. I'm currently working on 2 other Warframes that I can do this in. I think it's Zaku and Titania, I think, are the 2 others that I'm working on for that. But that is my biggest flex in Warframe. Damn, I didn't get it. What'd I get inside? Oh, I got one of the... Oh, I got a Pride Blade. Hey, can I trade these, by the way? Can I trade the different blades, or is that not tradable? Because if the blades are not tradable, that's gonna be kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't know if they're tradable. I mean, it's a sad day. Man. Okay, I'm gonna do something really quick, guys. I'm gonna bring you guys back into the mission, or back into my party right after this. I just want to go do this really quick before I forget to, because this is going to drive me up a wall if I forget to do this again. So first of all, what we're going to go do is we're going to go through, grab our little thingy here, grab this guy right here, I'm gonna go edit text. We're gonna set you to 168. I need to get one more Roomba for the funny number because reasons. But we're not gonna worry about that right now. And then, by the way, I can feel my frame rate increase after I, yeah. You can't see it, but I can definitely feel my frame rate increase after I do this. Go back into my thingy here. That's so funny. There you go. And there you go. That's all of them. And now we've got all of our Roombas in here. There you go. Now we're good. All right, bring you guys back in now. Speaking of ribbon plexus, I just pull. Woo, Desarsa. Nice. Good to see. Don't recall, but we took economy most of the time. Sometimes business, food, still sucks. Why so many Roombas is for the bit. That isn't all of them, by the way. I have a bunch of Roombas in here. Actually, these guys I have here because they break if you don't have them anywhere. Like if you have them anywhere else but in here, they break. So that's why I have them in there. Like their pathing completely destroys itself. We have a massive room over here that summons, like we have like the majority of our Roombas in. So we've got all of these over here. And then I've got a entire group of other Roombas over here, which I've been slowly but surely making a tank army over here because I thought it'd be funny. And then we've got you over here, which I've got even more Roombas over here. I guess these are technically not Roombas, but they're called Roombas in the game, so we're not gonna worry about it, technically. That's what their coda does. And no, they don't fight each other. It's a room. It's a roomber. God damn it! It's a rumor. It's a rumor that they go through and actually not a rumor that they fight each other, but no, they don't. They just follow each other around sometimes. I haven't anything right now. 8 format? No. That's working numbers on me. Swap. I think my highest right now. Yeah, I've got 11 format on my Verona. And then what's my melee weapons again? 6? Nah, it's not that many though. Really? 4? Yeah, 6 is my highest for that. What are melees? My melees don't even have that many. Yeah, 9's on my Ocucore because my Ocucore I decided to go through and add a shit ton to. And then we've got you over here, which yeah, my highest is 11 with my Warframe. Yeah. I need to go through and get even more. I need to go through and actually like max out the freaking forma for a lot of these. I only have the tank, a green, Rumos, and Noko. Spradling, most forma I have is like 5, I think. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you need to go through and actually like focus on getting all your what are they called? I cannot remember for the life of me. Is Orion the new frame? Yes, Orion is the new frame. We're currently focusing on getting him. We're actually really close. We're 1 part away. We're like right there. Actually, speaking of the 1 part away, I should probably start crafting all the parts I need for him. If you guys would like to join the party, feel free to just join the party. You guys don't need to worry about getting an invite to my party. Just feel free to join. It is an open party after all. Okay, so hold on. We're gonna go and grab Orion really quick. Orion. Okay, these 2 have been built. Okay, so we got you guys out of the way. So we've got those here. I just need the neuroptics now and I should be good. Then we need to go find the modular stuff. And then find the blade. Which I think is down here actually. Amanta blade? It's not the Amanta blade. Okay. Orion. The Wraith. Okay, so the Wrath, not the Wraith. Wait, why don't I have the blade? What? Don't I have the... Oh, because I haven't actually crafted it yet. Hold on. No, wait. Oh, I have the Pride blade, not the... That's why people keep buying those off of me. It's for crafting the parts for the different weapons. Oh, that makes sense why people have been going nuts for them. That explains it. People have been buying Theist off me like crazy. Because people have been trying to get like as much Theist as they can so they can go craft as much possible, but that's just how things go. Friendo, where'd you go? Fuck, I can't remember. Death Bridge. There you go. Death! Get in here, you nut. All I'm saying is they wasted, I have 15 Umbra Forma, by the way. I really don't need my Umbra Forma. Like, genuinely speaking. You smell a promotion? What? What do you mean you smell the promotion? What? Build space. I'm going to get stuck in the jungle for a very, very long time. Oh, jeez. You have 300 items in your foundry ready to claim? Jesus. Alright, yeah, I mean, to be fair, if you've got 300 items ready to claim, fair enough, but still, goddamn. Oh, hey, vicious. Give me the Umbra. No, I'm not giving you my Umbra form. I need that shit. Well, I don't need it, but that's how it goes. Not that I need it, though. Wait, what do you mean you meant promotion for the Warframe parts? What? I'm so confused. Is it promotion for Warframe parts? What? When did that happen? When did they start doing that? It's confuzzling. Oh, you need, because you need one of each. Okay, I see. And then we need to go through and get another Wrath Blade. Then we need to get another Pride Blade. Okay, cool. I see. I see. At least not till it's a last resort. Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, plat is one of those things where like if you want to go and like make sure that you keep your plat, you don't want to be selling it. Don't worry about that. I get you. Yes, I did get the hidden prex. It was back here, like up here onto that thing right there. I don't think so. No. Yeah, I don't think they're tradable. Because they're not a prime weapon or prime part. They Warframe or DE tends to avoid giving us like any kind of like tradability for anything that isn't a prime part, generally speaking. So it's a pretty safe bet to say that it's not tradable. There's like a lot of people want it. That's why I'm trying to say it's not like it. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, no. So Theist in itself is a little nutty. It's just because I do a lot of like mining. I do a lot of mining. Like we're talking like almost too much mining at this point. But that's also because it's really good plat if you start selling it for the right amount. Torix, welcome to the endgame. Because that is every single endgame's experience, or endgame player's experience. You think the Vandal... Wait, actually? Oh, that's cool. Well, the Vandal parts are, because you can get them from the ESO and stuff, and those are tradable, but I don't know about the Wrath parts. Pride and Wrath. If Pride and Wrath parts are tradable, that's cool. It's pretty chill. Should really start focusing on making plat instead of buying it now. I mean, to be fair, there's a certain point, like, once you get to the end of the game, once you've, like, grinded everything out and get to, like, LR6 and whatnot, yeah, once you get to about LR5 and LR6, you don't really have to worry about, like, buying the plat anymore because you don't have any reason to go through and buy it much. I tend to, what I do is, like, I have every weapon in Warframe in my inventory currently, pretty much. I'm down to, I think I'm missing only 5 weapons currently. Yeah, I think I'm missing about 5 weapons right now to have every weapon in my inventory. Minus the Railjack weapons, because I just found out that I don't have every one of those. But I'm probably only missing, like, 2 or 3 of those. But when it comes down to the actual stuff, making sure that you have everything in your inventory so you don't need to worry about weapon slots and whatnot is pretty nice. Because then you can just completely ignore it and just go like full force into making sure that you can just use your plat for whatever else you want to do. It's also why you won't really see me spend my plat on anything else other than like Forma, not even potatoes actually at that point. I don't need to worry about potatoes either because I have enough potatoes in my inventory from doing all the weeklies and stuff that's not an issue. Because that's actually the main way that you want to be getting potatoes is from doing your weeklies, not through doing any other means. Because it's actually 70, is it 75 flat? I can't remember. I can't remember what potatoes are. 35 flat? Potatoes aren't worth buying, just TLDR. Not in any regard. Just because you can grind them. They're like 20 flat, actually? Wait, really? It feels wrong though, that seems cheap for a potato. Like, I swear they were like 90 flat the last time I checked. Unless maybe did they reduce the price or has it just always been like that? I've been schizo. Because honestly, if I've been being schizo, I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised about me being schizo. Yo, could you stop shifting real quick? Please, thank you. 20 piece, damn. Alright, cool, nice. That's actually not as bad. It's 20 plat that you can put towards Roombas though. Cheer me out. 20 plots that you could be putting towards Roombas. Wait, really? Damn. Alright, cool. I guess I'm just going schizo. Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, it's not like I've ever even, it's not like I've ever gone through and actually, like, bought potatoes before those, so. Damn. Alright, that's kind of cool. Didn't realize that they'd always been 20 flat. That's nice. So I do not need to discourage people from buying potatoes. We had a good... Though I still would recommend doing your weeklies and stuff and getting the potatoes through that method, since it would actually save you quite a bit of plat through doing it through your weeklies. Especially if you have like an inventory like mine where you have like 130 warframes in your inventory. Because apparently I have an absurd amount of them. But yes, I used to, video players were always told to buy one. Each potato slot is sort of... Oh, no, you don't want to buy those with your starter plat. Not anymore, at least. Not since the stuffers anymore. It's not worth it. It's not the weeklies. It's the, so you know Nightwave? A Nightwave gives you a bunch of credits that you can go through and, that you can use to buy, your potatoes. 75 credits per. It's an infinite, like once you finish off the entirety of your, Nightwave, after that, every week you get like, I don't know, like 50 to 70 credits or something. I can't remember actually how many there are, but it's a lot of credits. It's quite a few. Head decoration for warframes. The head decoration? That's a good question. You're talking about the crowns, right? I actually cannot remember for the life of me. I'm learning about a bunch of things. Missed out on like Netrocells and stuff. Netrocells I've never actually run. But that's mainly just because I'm lazy. I don't really have a reason to run Netrocells outside of like the usual. Yeah, Nightwave creds. Yeah, you can get them through Nightwave. Also, hot tip, guys. If you already have an item from Nightwave in your inventory, it'll give you credits instead. So if you end up, like, if they end up going through and giving us a bunch of items in Nightwave that we already all own, it'll convert it to credits and you'll have, like, a crap ton of credits that you'll get out of it. It's pretty cool. A lot of peeps don't know that, but yeah, it's nice to have. It's a nice little quality of life thing, so you don't actually technically lose out on getting something if you already have it. It's just, you know, it's there. You get 15, yeah, per level 30 past, or past, level past 30, yeah. In these missions, one of each mission. Wait, what? Okay, Natane Extract I have to waste a little bit on, specifically just because I'm going to be grinding out a crap ton of Omniforma. And since I don't have the plat income right now to be able to go through and buy a shit ton of Omniforma, I'm going to have to actually go through and actually get a crap ton of Natane Extract too. I need like, to say the least, you need about 15 Natane Extract per Omniforma, so I'm probably going to need something like 150 Natane Extract just to be able to consistently get all of the stuff that I need. Now, there is a whole side of things where you could also just go through and grind out the plat, which actually might be faster to grind out the plat for the Omniforma. That's if you're comfortable with spending all of your plat on that specifically though. If you're not comfortable spending all your plat on Omniforma as well as like other things like that specifically, then I would not recommend it. But there are ways of grinding it out first. Like, for example, arbitrations actually have a chance. It's like a 1% drop, but it is something where you can actually get Omniforma blueprints from doing arbitrations. I run them quite regularly, just specifically for the endo that you get out of them, since it's the fastest endo grind in the game. Like, there's no competition with it. It's just genuinely the fastest endo grind in the game. Because, like, for example, there was one time that we went through and did a 15-minute mission, and walked out with like 30,000 endos worth of stuff in 15 minutes. There's not a single thing in the game that gets even remotely close to that. No, it's not. Well, it depends. So, yeah. Well, I'm still doing them, by the way. I still run them off the stream. It's just that I usually wait until we get a arbitration that's like a defense or like a... I usually wait until I get a defense arbitration of some sort, since they work usually the best. Yeah. Arbitrations are the best endo farm in the game, like no joke. Now there is a side of things where like you can go through and like take a look at selling all of the statues that you get as well, so you could also turn that into a plat grind if you want. If you want to, you can. I wouldn't really recommend it though, since the endo would be a lot more valuable to you than the actual like plat that you'd get out of it. Plus you can just sell the mods that you get and the arcanes as well, and that sells for a decent amount anyways. Which, speaking of which, I still need to go finish off all the arcanes that you get out of arbitrations at some point. Because I need to go and complete every arcane in the game, and I swear to god I'm gonna be driven up a freaking wall if I can't finish off every single one of the arcanes. Because, like, genuinely speaking, as it stands right now, I'm slowly but surely finishing off every last bit in the game. And one of the last things I have to do that I've like kind of neglected heavily would be the arcanes. I've only got about half of them done so far, unfortunately. Unfortunately, which I need to go through and finish off the rest. Into meta RB? No, you don't need to do meta RBs. Like, I use Gyre. I use Gyre for doing RBs. Because you don't really need to do anything else other than using like Gyre or like an AoE frame and whatnot. I know a lot of people will say that AoE frames are not meta. But they kind of are to a degree. Like, for example, if you're using like a mix between Ocucore and Gyre, you can do some crazy stuff with it. Oh, Vitus? Vitus Essence is weird. Like, I know that doing it meta-wise is worth it, but it's only like a 20% increase. Like, relatively speaking, it isn't as worth doing meta now as you might think it is. Unfortunately. I thought it would be a lot more worth it, but no, it's not. Hidden both missions, oh, interesting. It's kind of nice. I still need to go through and pick up all the signals and stuff that people can get. Or out of we can get out of missions and stuff. I need to go through and finish, or figure out where they are, not fix, sorry. Figure out where they are. Yellow. Yellow peoples. We got our stoofs. But it should be fun. So I can gamble more. Are you talking about for the frickin', are you gonna be using arbitrations for your frickin', oh my god, dude, don't do that. It's not worth it. God damn it, stop giving me my blueprints, man. I don't need no blueprints. Stop it with the blueprints, man. Accessible. Fine, whatever, I guess we'll go through and grab a blueprint. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to actually craft this one. Nothing better to do. Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, the Kuva grind never ends. Especially if you're trying to get everything done. My god, when do I get a god roll? Hey, I have a god roll. This is unironically, this is the best roll I've ever gotten. And to this day, I have yet to see a single roll that gets even close to this. God, I hate ribbons and re-rolls. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. But yeah, this is my only god roll that I own currently. I have a bunch of demigod rolls for a bunch of my other weapons, but this is the only one that I've gotten that's an actual god roll, unfortunately. And I know a lot of people are going to say that, like, oh, but what about combo counter? No, you don't really need to worry about it. It's actually not as needed for Exodia Contagion as you might think it is. Specifically because Exodia Contagion doesn't need combo counter. It helps a bit, but it's not like... It's so good. I wanna go through and like sell it one day, but also at the same time, that ribbon, I need to get like a second ribbon of it and just like roll it again to see if I can get another god roll out of it. Because I do need to start actually getting into like selling ribbons and stuff, just so I can start actually getting like a proper plat income. Because the real plat income in the game is from ribbons, it's not from anything else. Like, no joke. The main issue there is that if you want to go through and like sell ribbons though, it's an absolute freaking nightmare to try to. Just because ribbons in themselves are really difficult to move, just in the sense of like, you need to use the trade chat inside of Warframe, and the trade chat inside of like Warframe specifically is not, it's not good. Things move too fast for people to actually be able to read stuff, unfortunately. Okay. Did we get hit? No, no, we have a... It's a good thing I'm primary player. It's a good thing I'm the host. Yeah, why wouldn't I sell them maxed out? I mean, it doesn't really matter though, Bliss. Like, genuinely speaking, it really does not matter if you sell them maxed out or not, because people will still want them. Like, genuinely speaking, people will still want them, even if they're not maxed out. So relatively speaking, you don't necessarily have to worry about it too much. I don't think, at least. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't really matter. Since most of the people who are grinding ribbons anyways already have enough stuff to go max out their ribbons that they're trying to get as well. Granted, I max out pretty much every ribbon that I'm actually working on anyways. No, I just mean in general, because I've been meaning to put my dread ribbon on the market. I just kept putting it off. Oh, I have zero idea. Yeah, if it doesn't change rank, then, or it doesn't change prices, it doesn't matter, I guess. But yeah, I've got no relative idea about that. Just weapon and stats. Fair enough. Yo, could you like not survive, please? Dude, you're supposed to be dead. Thank you. Destroying all of our cargo ships. Alright, there you go. Also, how do you rotate your ship? Like, how do you do your yaw axis? Or I guess roll axis? How do you roll your ship? How does that work? Because I know that there's a method to go through and roll your ship, but I can't remember what the method is. So it's like ribbon etiquette to sell. I'm actually not sure if it is etiquette to sell it maxed out. I know it's a thing that you can do, but I don't think it matters. You have it bound to your Q and E, whatever my Q and E is. It's not these. Maybe I unbound them accidentally ages ago, and that's why I've never been able to roll my stuff. That's probably what it is. Oh, you set yours to auto. Oh, I see. What do you mean it's too many buttons? Maybe I'm just an airsim nerd and too used to having too many buttons. Because I really do like my buttons. This game? Like in Warframe? Those are a thing? Like actually? Because I could tell you about my most toxic encounters in other games. Not this game though. Like genuinely speaking, I've had like one issue a long time ago with one person. This is like almost 6 years ago, by the way. Like Warframe in itself has one of the most like friendly communities and non-toxic communities on the planet. Like genuinely speaking, we've had 0 issues with people in the Warframe community pretty much. Oh no, I'm not going to set up my HOTAS for the Railjack, my guy. That's not happening. Also, Warframe can't detect my HOTAS. It doesn't know how to detect it. I was testing it out to see if I could like keybind my abilities to my HOTAS, just so I could sit still and use my abilities that way. But it turns out it can't actually detect my HOTAS, so. Call me dog shit wisp. I should have deleted the game and promptly blocked me before I could reply. I mean, to be fair, that's not even that bad. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. Like, them going out of their way to go through and just block you is not that bad. They did the work for you.
Security disabled.
It's great. No, the thing that happened about 6 years ago was a guy who is an ex-military, part of the US military and whatnot. I'm making this very explicitly. This guy does not represent the US military, but he was a part of the US military because his entire personality was related to it. In some case, like in some way, shape, or form. A guy had, he had gone on deployments and everything. He's like, he had gone through and like retired from it. He has 2 kids. And he was actively neglecting them to be around in chats, like in VCs and or be like watching stream and stuff. Like he was actively going out of his way to neglect his children to be here. That was the worst encounter that we've had so far with the Warframe community. That's it. Mind you, if you guys are parents and have kids, please don't neglect your kids. As somebody who was neglected as a child, it's not fun. It does not go well for the kids. Usually grow up emotionally and mentally stunted and makes their adult life extremely difficult, so please don't do that. Pretty easy report. Yeah, no, it's like a uber easy report. A guy also decided to go through and try and like use the excuse, tried to like throw like in the 2 weeks that like, sorry, in the month that I knew him, he had he had like donated almost like 2,000 USD to me in about a month, and like was like almost trying to date me kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it past that. So like it got bad. But that was the worst experience that we've ever had in Warframe. Other than that, I can't name a single experience that we've had in like the Warframe community that just would be considered bad. Like genuinely, guys, we've only had to ban like 3 people from the Warframe community. That's it. In the 6 years, or actually 7 years that I've been streaming Warframe now, yeah, we've only had to ban about 3 people. That's it. It's not as, like, the Warframe community is probably one of the best communities to just have around, like, objectively speaking. I could also just be in, like, a very unique situation where I don't have to really deal with toxicity when dealing with the Warframe community. And I'm not against saying that that might be the case because it very much could just be confirmation bias and stuff. But, like, at the same time, or I guess proximity bias in the sense of like I only really stream Warframe, I don't really play it offline. I do sometimes, but it's not very often. So it could just be based on the experience bias of like I happen to be just only really streaming the game, in which case it's not as bad since I don't deal with like the majority of the community and whatnot. But then again, it's nowhere near as bad as some of the other games that we've streamed and stuff. Like you guys, I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to be a War Thunder partner. And no joke, the first stream I ever streamed War Thunder, within the first half hour of me going live, we had to ban somebody. It took 30 minutes for us to ban somebody. Or to need to ban somebody. The Warframe community took us almost 3 years. It was wild being a War Thunder CC, but no, I'm not a CC anymore for Gaijin. I don't partake in being a part of that community anymore. I think the most toxic toxicity is the baby tone. Yeah, the main reason for that though is that they've actually gone through and scientifically proven this, by the way. If you're toxic and or a dick, it's a skill issue. Like, straight up. So they found out a while back, so a bunch of psychologists and people like psychologists, psychiatrists, and a bunch of people got together and they did a study. Yeah, so they did a study of online behaviors based on ranking systems and like toxicities based on how skilled you are at a game. And they definitively proved through a scientific method and through studies that the worse you are at a game, the more likely you are to be toxic. And it's so consistent that if somebody's toxic at a game, they're likely shit. Hence why I tend to respond to toxicity pretty well, because my brain's just, oh, skill issue. Sorry, bro. I don't say that because it usually makes it worse, but they definitively prove that. It's insane. No, actually. No. Genuinely speaking, there's only one community that takes that place, and it's the War Thunder community. And I will say that definitively as somebody who's worked for Gaijin. There is not a single community out there. It trumps League of Legends heavily. Like CSGO and League of Legends, as somebody who used to play them both religiously, looks like fucking sunshine and rainbows compared to what goes on in the War Thunder community. Like, straight up, it's really bad. There's nothing worse than the War Thunder community, straight up. How to play a list from the excavation. He started alone his feeling during the Fury Circuit while we were looking for decrees. Told them, looking for a decree. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. League toxicity isn't that bad. Not relatively. Well, it's bad, but it's not that bad. Like, you can avoid it if you want to. Everybody, look for decrees first. Something, less you do. Oh, yeah, I mean, to be fair, they're probably also somebody who's new to the game and probably just wanted to try and rush through it. Like, there's a whole thing where, like, when it comes down to, like, either newer players or those who are trying to rush through the game, there's a whole thing where, like, a lot of people don't realize just how to speedrun. Because the way that you go through and speedrun Warframe is a really unique way of speedrunning, and a lot of people when they get into speedrunning missions and stuff don't realize that the speedruns aren't how you normally would do speedruns, and that's probably where they're getting misinformation about, or like misunderstanding how they would do it. Also, welcome Emperor to the shenanigans there. But yeah, just remember guys, if somebody's being toxic to you in a game, it's a skill issue. They're just admitting they're bad at the game. That's how it works. Only response you can say is my condolences. Also, I'm gonna go grab some water. I'll be back in a second too. Yeah, the majority of the community doesn't want to speedrun. I just happen to speedrun because it's kind of funny. As people who leave the mission when they see it's only mid-lowering players. Okay, that has to be like a less than 0.1% of the community. Like nobody, I've never run into that before. I've never seen that. So you'll be shocked at how much ISIS. Well, no. I don't doubt that there's toxicity in the game, but when you're comparing it to, okay, so This is a personal experience that I had with one of the CCs in the War Thunder community. This is another CC that said this to me. They were a much larger CC than me at the time, or they still are actually, for that matter. I'm not going to say who it was because shut. It's not happening. I don't want to cause drama about this. But TLDR, this is the kind of behavior that in the War Thunder community is both encouraged and accepted. Nobody stands against it, and nobody will try and fight this. But it's very, very common for people to have the kind of behavior where they will say verbatim, I don't really care about any of that. I only really care if you have a uterus. You have a uterus, right? That's the kind of behavior that's both encouraged and accepted in the community. So basically incel behavior, like really, really, really bad incel behavior. And Gaijin won't step in. They don't care about moderation. They won't do anything to stop the kind of deals with that. Like, they don't do anything to stop it. But that's the kind of behavior that's both encouraged and accepted in that community, and why I say it's really bad. So like when people say like, oh yeah, this community is bad, no. And this is the better side. I'm not saying, I can't say the things that I've heard in the War Thunder community, because if I were to say it, I'd get banned like that. Straight up gone. Because of just how bad that community is. And it's the CCs that say that. Yeah, it's the CCs that are like that, by the way. It's not just the community, but also the members who are sanctioned and promoted by Gaijin. It's wild. Actually insane. So like I understand that there are some communities that are bad, but not that bad. But yeah, that's how it goes. From a perspective, playing both War Thunder and Rocket League, it seemed a lot worse than Rocket League, to be honest. I've been lucky when playing... No, you got really lucky then when playing War Thunder. Like, you got really lucky when playing War Thunder if you didn't run into anything that bad, genuinely speaking. Half of why I stepped away from Marvel Rivals is because people are becoming insufferable. Yeah, that's exactly why I don't touch a lot of games. It's part of the reason why I only really play Warframe anymore, is because Warframe actually has a somewhat decent community. Where you don't need to deal with like the concept of like, are you gonna be a Nazi? Are you a KKK member? Like what are you? If that has to be your first thought in what this person is, then yeah, it becomes pretty bad. I feel like the Warframe community just wants to help. Like maybe it's like, hey, check out. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Like the majority of the time, if you run into, oh, we need somebody on the cannon, by the way. There you go. Thank you. The majority of the time in the Warframe community is the majority of the toxicity that you'll run into is just people misunderstanding each other, which is gonna happen since it is an online community and people just will not, like, communication through online means and or text is really difficult, especially if you're dealing with like a game like this where there's just so much information. And like that's an understandable thing where people will have like misunderstandings or just not understand what's going on or things like that, which I can fully understand. So the one about people leaving missions if somebody isn't a high enough MR, that's a weird one because MR does not mean anything in terms of ability in the game. Like, straight up. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but MR and LR, like MR means nothing. Like, there are benefits to having like a higher MR, but relatively speaking, if you go through and take a look at the overall like overarching abilities within like Warframe, MR means nothing. Like straight up. Is somebody? Yeah, there you go. Oh my god. And I've outdamaged and done more killing than people that... Yeah, exactly. Like your abilities within Warframe are not tied to your MR. I just have a really high MR because that's what I went for and that's what I was trying to do. It's one more thing to finish off. That's it. For me specifically. It's just another check mark to check off in another box. That's it. Oh, hey Astra. Oh, also yeah. From the fully started. Ooh, nice, $33. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Having starting savings just in general is really good, actually. Like honestly, look into different methods of savings and how you can make sure those savings grow over time as well. Because having your funny enough, if you just let your savings stay static and you don't let them grow over time, you'll actually end up losing savings. I don't know how to put this in a way that would make sense, but due to inflation, you actually will end up losing money if you let your savings just sit still. It's interesting, but it's how it goes.
What have we here?
It does is skill-wise let you use more weapons, but that stops at like MR16. Not even, well, MR18 actually, if you really want to go into it. So MR18 just specifically for ribbons. There was one, I think somebody was mentioning a while back that there is something that's like locked behind MR21, but it's not like weapon or skill based, it's something else, I can't remember what it is. Unless I'm going crazy and it's actually MR18 still. In which case, fair enough. But yeah, MR18 is where you can use every ribbon. Every ribbon and stuff. Because the when you go through and want to do like higher level stuff, ribbons do help, but they aren't required. This is a lot of something that a lot of people tend to miss, is that ribbons are an aid, not a requirement for doing higher level content. Like, I have builds that go through and take me to level cap, and I can almost AFK in level cap, but they don't use ribbons, like at all, like straight up. Actually, the entire build doesn't even use weapons. Like, I don't need to care about what weapons I have on me because it doesn't use any. But that's just in terms of just shenanigans, so 2 or 3 frames and listed at like 10. Far high a bit. Yeah, until there was another Warframe stream and we were asked about Warframes, you had to build it. We had built it. Oh. Wait, really? Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, you gotta remember that like a lot of the community tends to be, so there's 2 subsets about the community. There's a subset that are either really new to the game, which is a decent chunk but not the majority. Then there's the majority who happen to be pretty far into the game and or done everything in the game that's worth doing. Now, a lot of the times whenever somebody ends up finishing Warframe, they don't tend to continue playing. Like, I've far surpassed that point in the game. Like, I'm completely done the game like 30 times over at this point for the average person. But when it comes down to actually going through and like continuing on into the game, a lot of people tend not to continue further than just getting the base Warframes and finishing off the story content, because there isn't really much of a reason to for the majority of players unless you really want to get into Warframe. In which case that becomes a different subset of players where you continuing after you finish the story content is a completely different side of like the Warframe community. Yeah, hunting during bounties and only acting like a finish normal bounties and of course over missions too. Hold on. Why would you leave halfway through a freaking Narmer bounty? They're one of the best standing farms. Unironically, Narmer bounties are one of the best standing farms for Little Deck standing, if you guys don't know. There's these things that you can get from Narmer bounties, which consistently drop. They give you about 2,000 standing for Little Deck, which is actually really nice. I'm not gonna lie, like it's a really good standing farm for Little Deck. It's just that a lot of the times, a lot of peeps tend to not do it. Maybe they were trying to look for, oh, they might have been looking for weapons. So there's a weapon that you can get from the Narmer bounties. Actually, I think there's 3. There's 3 weapons that you can get from the Narmer bounties, and they might have been going for those. No, they were done after. Yeah, they might have been going for the weapons and or for the thumpers. It was either the weapons or the thumpers that they might have been going for, because the thumpers need you to actually leave the Cetus, like leave Cetus before you can actually, or I guess the planes, before you can actually go through and come back and respawn them. It's the fastest way to respawn thumpers consistently. If you don't do it that way, then they just won't spawn for you. The problem is that, well, I guess they will, but it'll take like half an hour, 45 minutes. It's not worth doing, since you can, like I've been averaging 28 seconds per run for Narmer thumper kill. Yeah, about 28 to about 30 seconds per run. It was on Orvalis. Then I'm not entirely sure what the reasoning for that then is. Because Orvalis doesn't have thumpers. They don't have maybe weapons, but weapons would be Cetus though. Unless there's the weapons can show up on either one, in which case GG's, I guess. Could also have happened IRL to have never matters in these ways. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's like, if it's a consistent thing, that's a different story. But if it's like every once in a while, then I wouldn't really worry about it too much. Also, if the missions are done, I don't think it matters too much. Relatively speaking. The only reason why I mentioned Narmers is because it requires you to leave and then come back in for the Narmers to spawn. But you don't need to, well, I guess most people don't know the movement tech to spawn them consistently, so I guess that might be why. But if you're starting to look for spawning thumpers, they usually spawn within the first 7 seconds of you being in the plains. After you've started the, like once you go and talk to Kanzu? Kanzu? Is it Kanzu? Is his name Kanzu? I think, whatever the guy that goes through and gives you the missions. If you go through and talk to Kanzu and start the Narma missions, then go through into through the gates, they'll spawn within 7 seconds of you walking into the map. It's actually really nice. Works pretty well too. Meow. Well, you need to know specific movement for it, but we're not going to get into that right now because that's not what I'm doing at the moment. It'd be easier to show you guys. They weren't hunting thumpers, they were just standing on top of the mountain at the base, which would have... Oh, were they trying to... Maybe they were trying to speedrun it? So I don't know why they'd be trying to speedrun it in open parties though. Because speedrunning in open parties is not something that you can do. Unless they were trying to force spawn the... They could have also been trying to force spawn the mission objective as well, because that is also a possibility. But I'm pretty sure the mission objectives... Oh, they just wanted the carry. Oh, I see. Well, that's changed. Man, you could have at least like gone through and helped out a little. You don't need to go through and like carry. Being carried is not worth it, my guys. Ah, crap. Am I getting hit by the glitch again? Okay, we might be slightly cooked here. Alright, whatever. Ow! What? Bite it. What the fuck, man? Yeah, I was about to say, like, isn't the ones in 14 a set, though? You can't go through and do that with them. They DE wised up to the ones in Orbelis and went through and made it so you can't really force them, I don't think? I could be mistaken. I know that in Cetus it's a possibility to go through and force it, but I don't think in Orbelis. Yeah, I don't think so at least. Sorry, I'm gonna go grab my fan. I'm starting to overheat a little bit. Because once I can feel my sweat going down my face, it's better for me just to go and grab my fan so I can start cooling down a little bit. Banner in the plains, trying to get the Wrath Furex. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be a pretty difficult one to grab.
Clean your room. It's been 3 weeks.
I think the only thing I need to go through and do for cleaning my room is like sweeping up. About it. We're good. We're chilling. Recently tried. Okay. I mean, to be fair, I don't think Narba bunnies are gonna be. Oh man, maybe I should try doing Narba bunnies with like Ash. No, not Ash. What's the other guy that I keep on mistaking for Ash? That isn't Ash, but is also Ash at the same time? What do you mean by red? No, no, it's not Cyto 9. Loki, that's who I'm thinking of. Loki. Why would you think Cyto 9 though? Homie, mission's already done. Homie, the mission's already done. Oh, I see. No. No, I'm thinking of Loki. It's because of Loki's ability to teleport the, Loki's ability to go through and teleport the, defense objectives. So if you were to go through and mess around with the, defense objectives in terms of the, you know, like that drone that you can find that you need to go through and escort for a little while? Yeah, that guy. That guy. That fricker. I like to use Loki for that, just so I can move him around. Unless it is actually Ash, in which case, fair enough, I guess. Is it Ash? It might be. Whichever one lets you replace or switch spots with a friendly. Because that could be honestly an option. Are they console? Oh, they are console! That explains why their movement's so weird. Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, they're console. Alright, but I was curious why they're like moving their ship in like a weird way. But no, if they're console, it's fine. They're just doing their stoops. Hello, deity with giant arm thingies. Jesus, they're... It's like freaking, whatchamacallit's there? It's like Logan, but like... Or I guess Wolverine, but like... Insane levels of Wolverine and stoofs. God damn it. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Actually, one thing I do want to double check though is to make sure that this no, should be fine. Okay, I've learned something. What did you just learn? Aren't you at work? Bliss, aren't you at work right now? Or are you on break right now? Hold on, where's our stuff? There we go. Oh god. What just made them wait, hold on, what just made them lag? What just made all the enemies lag? Apparently the Obex and Kanno can get 8,000% finisher damage. I feel like that's unneeded though. Yeah, I feel like that's unneeded. I'm at work, but that's not the point. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. I shall not question shenanigans, I guess. Yes, you should, yes. Grab as many prime parts as you can to sell for ducats. Because people are gonna want a crap ton of ducats and you can make a shit ton of flat out of it. So hunting, while everybody was doing the bounty, we fish didn't stop hunting, and then when we were extracting the last 10 seconds, he forced exiting the squad, causing the extraction to glitch, and we had to exit back to the plains just to reset. Oh, Jesus Christ! That is, interesting to say the least. What the rate is per part? I think it's like 3 flat. No, actually, probably like 1 or 2 flat. It depends on how many ducats, actually. So I think it's like 1 flat per 15 ducats. I think that's what it is. I think it's like 1 or 2 flat per 15 ducats. So not 100% worth it, but definitely if you're going to go run it yourself, then it might be worth it for you. For getting your own ducats and stuff. What could be a good secondary for an MR11? I'm serious, it's an actual secondary. What I'm using currently, the Akicore. You can get it at MR6, I think. I think it's MR6. It's either that or MR8. It's one of the two. But the Akicore is a game that you can get almost immediately in the game. Or like a weapon. It's a really good weapon. The only downside about the Akicore is that you need to get the augment for it. It's required. Basically, you know how like I've been firing this entire time and I've never had to once reload, or like I'm very rarely reloading? It's because on kill, what the augment does is it reloads for you. So you can perpetually infinitely kill. It's awesome. Yeah, why would you start a bounty to hunt? Why not just like walk into the plains? Hold up, why would you just wait, hold on, why would you start a bounty? Is it for higher level stuff? Is that why? Because if you're gonna do higher level stuff, don't do it in open party. Do it in solo. Like if you want to do higher level hunts and stuff, just go to Steel Path. Do it there. But yeah. The main reason why I say the Akicore though is because it can carry you all the way. Like my current Akicore build right here that I'm using can carry me all the way to level 400 Steel Path, on its own without buffing it. If I were to go through and buff it with like Banshee or Orexia or like any frames that use like multiple like. Or like any kind of like buff frame that goes through and buffs like secondary weapons and stuff, or just weapon damage in general, I would be able to do some crazy shit with it. But the downside of that is that I'd have to use another frame that isn't Verona, so it's just not worth it for me specifically. Or like I'd have to go through and give up some Verona, sorry, so it's not worth it for me. Hence why I'm not really that bothered about switching off into something else. Granted, I could just bring out my my Zaku and just have a great time. So it's fine. It's a-okay. Honestly, I don't even do animal hunts anymore for getting tags. There's a trick that you can use for your just using your trank gun, which makes it even faster, so you don't actually have to do the stuff here. Get from higher tier bounty for hunting gives the same amount of tags, maybe standard. No, it has a higher chance of showing up the more rare ones. The main reason why you'd want to go after higher level bounties and stuff is just a higher chance of having the higher level or more rare dogs and stuff show up. At least in Fortuna. It's one of the best standing farms in the game for Fortuna. Right next to like doing mining and stuff. But a lot of people really don't like doing mining, so it's fine. It's okay. We'll just leave it be. For the most part. It should be fine. Should be at least. Should be okay. I hope at least. At least I think it would make it the more rare ones show up. Though I could be mistaken there. But I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Also, I'm pretty sure Saren, much like Geyer, also requires an augment to be able to function. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember which one it is though. Oh, he just got his necromech. Oh, yeah, I've been doing quite a bit of necromech grinding recently because I wanted to go through and like have a bunch of extras just in case people needed them. And like, I'm not gonna lie, the hardest part about doing necromech grinding isn't the mining, or like the necromech grind isn't the mining. It's unironically getting the freaking parts. Like, straight up, the parts from doing the necromech grind specifically are so fucking annoying to try and actually grab. The main reason being is because they just will not spawn for me for some reason. Like, they refuse to. And it's like, why? Oh, it's such a pain. Oh, you can buy the parts? No, you can only buy the blueprints. You can't actually buy the actual parts. Unless there's a way that you can actually buy the parts, in which case, wait, hold on. You can buy the broken necromech parts? Because I've been trying to go, like, I found a way to speedrun the vaults in under 5 minutes. Per vault. Like, tier 3 vaults. I can do it under 5 minutes now. Father does? Wait, really? Wait, hold on. What do you mean father? Hold on, we're gonna have to go double check this one. Hold up. Hold the fucking phone. I'm gonna have to go check this one, because if that's the case, we're about to have the easiest fucking, grind on the planet for making sure that I can have a bunch of extras. I swear to God, this better not be what I think it is. He sells... Okay, I'm gonna double check this real quick, because, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I have like almost 50 of a single part because the others wouldn't drop. It just keeps giving me fucking casings. That are weapon parts. Just either weapon parts or casings, and I can't get any of the other parts for them. And it's driving me up a slight bit of a wall because it's like, come on, just give me the parts. Just give them to me. Just give me the parts. Also, this is a surprisingly good credit farm. Not gonna lie. To get those now, so the mining and fishing is the pain. Huh. That isn't actually that bad. Surprisingly. Like, the fishing part is like super easy. The reason why I say this is because we were... Oh, there you go. Wait, is that... No, wait. Hold up. Hold the fucking phone. Is that what I needed? Or is that not what I needed? No, it's not what I needed. Well, that's a record for getting a warframe. Like, straight up, that is now a record for how fast we've gotten a warframe before. I have never gotten a warframe this fast before. So there you go. Welcome to records that we be breaking ourselves. There you go. Make it easier to get those now. So the mining and fishing took me about 5 days to have enough stuff for mining. Wait, really? Because I can get the entire mining done in under an hour. Like, straight up. I guess I'm used to doing stuff though, so maybe that might just be me being used to things. But yeah, I can do the entire thing in like under an hour. The only thing that's been nerfing me is the fact that I couldn't get the parts. That's why I was speedrunning vaults. That's it. That's like the only reason I've been speedrunning no, that's son. I need father. You? There's no way. Oh my Jesus Christ. Yeah, look at this. I have 50 fucking... What is this? Like, what is this fucking... What are these drop rates right here? You see this? It's actual bullshit right there. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, see, there's a reason why, like, I had to learn how to do fucking speedrunning, because apparently they're all the exact same chance. And I was trying to figure out if there's, like, something I was doing wrong, but no, it turns out it's just, I just kept on getting really fucking unlucky. Mind you, I managed to get, I think, almost 26 necromech casings in a row before I got, like, anything else for the weapon pods. It was nutty. Like, my actual, like, drop chances for that is, like, so far off than what it should actually be. It's, problematic, to say the least. Oh, would you look at that? I can max it out for that many mother tokens. Exchange family oddities. Woo! Give me some family oddities. Thank you. Trade family tokens? Yes. That is 100% worth it. Now, what we're gonna go do is we're gonna go do something that I've been trying to do this entire goddamn time. Not that. Thank you for giving me these. Jesus Christ. Oh god, that sucks. Alright, cool. Good to know that that was the whole thing. Thank you guys. Still learning things. Almost 3,000 hours into the game. Still learning shit. Okay, so I need to go over into here. Bone Road Capsule, thank you. And then I should be able to go get a Necromet Castle, or a Void Rig Capsule too. If I can find it, Void Rig. I don't have enough to evolve Mammalian. Damn. Okay, these I need more of. I guess I could just get that out of the way actually, speaking of which. Get that out of the way and then make here so that we can get those out of the way too. Void Rig engine, I need more engines and stuff, but that should be fine, and then I need more devolved Mammalian. So over the overlevel my Necromech. Oh, yeah, I mean, I still have to do this well, like, genuinely. I've kind of just, like, put it on the back burner. Because I'm gonna be real with you, Chief, I don't think I need to actually go through and do it right now. So I've been putting it on the back burner. My guy, that is 1,000,000 hours. That's not feasible. Actually, sorry, that's more than that. No, it's about 1,000,000. Yeah, it's about 1,000,000. Yeah, it's about 1,000,000. Okay. Ooh, defense. Oh, we could run a defense mission! It's Oracle too. Oh, okay, actually, does anybody want to run an RB with me real quick? Because there's a really good RB out right now, and I kind of want to go run it real quick. Just quick question before we run this, because if nobody wants to run this, I'm just gonna go do it in an open party. Just send me a message game on VTN really quick. Yeah, no, that K right there would make it 1,000,000 hours. That's not feasible. This is my IGN, by the way. If you don't already have me added. And Stoofs. Nah, wait, no, you've already, wait.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, the Emperor is here, but are you the Emperor? Okay, Kalis, you are the Emperor. Okay, cool, just making sure. I'm not going nuts here. Ooh, I have 125 of you. Nice. Do I need that? Probably not, but where's my Natane? Actually, Natane? Ooh, I'm running low on Natane extract. Actually, you know what we should do probably first is do the smart decision and buy a potato first, and then go and buy these. So I can get more Natane. Alright, there you go. Defense! Let's do this. Also, I'm bringing up my my Geyer just because it'll make it so much easier just to AFK it. Might pass your hours in... Jesus Christ. Actually, how many hours do I have in RimWorlds? That's a good question, actually. How many hours do I have in RimWorld? That is Team Uploader. RimWorlds, where are you? Where are you? RimWorlds. RimWorld. 174 hours. Oh, not even close. Not even close. Yeah, fair enough, I guess. Also, I don't know how long we're actually gonna run this mission for, by the way, so we'll have to see what happens here. But I might end up running it for like 20 or 30 minutes. About that. Just so I can get some stuff going. Depends on what our luck is like. If our luck isn't looking too good, I'm just not gonna run it. Or I just won't consistently run it. Because it really does depend on what we're getting. If we consistently get endo and stuff, or endo adjacent items and stuff, then I'll continue running it, but otherwise, no. It's not really worth running if you don't get endo items or anything that's adjacent to endo specifically. Also, this being a defense mission is also part of the reason why I wanted to do this, is because the defense objectives are really easy to take care of in arbitrations, like insanely easy, especially if you have other people with you. It becomes like a little funny. Just a little funny. Okay, hold on. I need to get a kill though first. I just need one kill. Hold on. Okay, that's Argon, but we don't need to worry about Argon right now. God damn it! Can you like die to my thingy, please? Oh my god. I'm too efficient. I'm too goddamn efficient. No! I don't want to be efficient. This is bull. No. I don't want to be efficient. I want to get the kill. Thank you. Oh my god. There we go. Now we're good. Sorry, that is quite literally the only thing I cared about right there. Now we're good. Now I don't need to care about my ammunition and stuff. We're good. It's just so I can go through and kill the drones faster. Because the drones respawn consistently, but like not too bad. They're it's pretty interesting the way that the drones do it, but the AkiCore auto targets the drones for me, so makes my life a lot easier. Hence why I'm running around with my drone, or with my AkiCore specifically. That's why I love it so much. My AkiCore. Also, there's another arcane that you can get for your AkiCore that makes it so that when you do if you do radiation procs, it'll go through and also hit anything within a certain radius of you with radiation procs as well. Now, there's a downside to doing that, specifically speaking, and it's that when you're fighting anything that isn't Corpus, it does not work very well, unfortunately speaking. Corpus enemies die to it really, really easily since radiation is gonna tear through their shields. The problem that I've been running into with it though a little bit is that like it doesn't consistently result in... Did that guy just tank a... Okay. It's Pange. Opening into arbitration mission, I would have brought in my Kume. What? No, Vital! Crap. Oh, Kome! Yeah, Kome would have been so good for this! Shit. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay, I guess. It's okay. Oh, you know what I should have brought? My Mirage. That would have been really funny. Oh yeah. No. It's exactly why I love running them. They're great. Like, arbitrations are some of the best missions to run because, like, you, for one, you don't lose the items that you earn. 2, you basically can't fail them. And 3, is about it. Like, they're just relatively speaking pretty simple. They're also relatively low level as well. So they're pretty easy to just to like sit back and just relax while doing them too. So I can sit here and talk all day, and I could be here for like another 3 hours and still be fine. Not that I'm actually going to do a level cap run of arbitrations because it's a defense mission, and defenses take absolutely fucking forever to do, but you could do it if you wanted to. Now, doing the optimal decisions for this is a little bit of an interesting time, but it's definitely a whole situation. Also, we just got 10 Vitus Essence, or I guess we're now at 10 Vitus Essence in 3 minutes. That's still not that great though. We still could have gone through and gotten even more though. Yeah, we still could have gotten through and gotten even more though. Slowly but surely. We're doing our shenanigans. Also, since we're done the Orion build, or the first Orion, I'm probably gonna buy the second one by just grinding the platform. Now that I can like do easier shiz, I'm just gonna go through and just buy the I'm just gonna go through and buy the second Orion, just to make my life a little bit easier. Now for the Prime Warframes and stuff, like the new Steinax, I might actually buy that with Plat too. The main reason why I would want to go through and do that is just make my life so much easier. I don't really have necessarily a favorite frame per se. I do have frames that I use consistently, so like there's Geyer, Verona, Titania, Mirage, Saren, who else? I guess Necros. I can't really think of any. I guess there's also like Hildren too, but that's Hildren's usually only for EDI and ETA, just for making my life a little bit easier. Octavia is pretty good if you're looking for like a really nice, easy like AFK stuff. I don't really have a favorite frame though. I just kind of like use whatever's most efficient for that mission. Because if I'm gonna be honest with you, that's how it goes. Now, favorite weapon on the other hand, AkiCore. Not even a question. I don't play Warframe. I play this game called AcuFrame. It's I had a great time. I would recommend. It's pretty good. Every one of my builds works with my AkiCore in some way, shape, or form. Every single one of them. So yeah, would recommend. Pretty good. AkiCore Prime does not exist, unfortunately. Not yet, at least. They might end up making it a like a lich weapon eventually, like a tenet weapon or something, but I don't think that'll end up happening currently. Ooh, nice. But no, it's just... Oh wait, no, is this an AkiCore Prime? Is it? No, it's just regular AkiCore. I just have it colored like a Prime. But no, there is no AkiCore Prime, I don't think. There's just a regular AkiCore. To be fair, the regular AkiCore is already busted enough. I don't think they need to give it a Prime version. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, they could go through and give us a Prime version for the AkiCore, but if they did, it would just make the Ocucore even more broken than it already is, and it's already one of the most commonly used weapons in the game. Like, straight up. Because of just how consistent it is. Funny enough, I don't see many people using it, which is weird, but yeah. The stats say that a lot of people use it, but I just don't see people using it consistently, which is weird. At least in missions that I run. It's funny you have Chroma Prime because fast and farm, and it's oh yeah, same thing with Verona Prime actually. Verona Prime's actually pretty fast. The Prime version's a lot faster than the base frame. Same thing with Equinox too. Well, no. After the recent changes to the Equinox grind, actually, no, not anymore. But it used to be. There's a couple frames. Once they add Citron Prime, we'll end up having a that'll also be the faster version of Citron as well. Though I don't think that'll happen for a while, just because she was a recent addition, like within the last like 2 years. So like I don't think that'll end up happening anytime soon, but you never know. That's how things go. Yeah, but Verona became a fan favorite within like near instantly. Like that was just a marketing decision for DE at that point when they went through and gave us a Prime version of Verona. Because if they hadn't gone through and given us the Prime version of Verona at some point, there might have been a riot. Just a slight bit of a riot. Oh, you can't use. Oh, that's too bad. I mean, do you have your Madurai maxed out yet? Because if you need to, make sure that you have your Madurai tree maxed out. It'll be your best bet for making sure that you can kill. Yeah, you want to max that out because it'll be your best bet for your stuff, or just for doing damage in general. It has the thing where it reduces their daily caps, make it take forever. Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. Forgot daily caps were a thing. Yeah, I haven't done like proper actual like focus grinding in a while. I still gotta max out my focus actually, speaking of which is kind of just on me. My first lich is still around. I don't have the energy to kill them. I just have them. Oh, you know that you can go through and force spawn them, right? If you go to Ironwake, there's these Requiem ultimatums that you can get from Ironwake that'll force spawn them. So you don't need to worry. Like if you know what the code is, or at least what part of the code is, you can go through and try and get that Requiem ultimatum done, or just use it. You get one a week, so that you can go through and actually like finish off your liches faster. I have like 11 on me right now. It's 11 or 12 of them. Can't remember. But yeah. I have a few just because I've been trying to go through and finish off my last liches because I'm down to 2 liches left, I think, that I have to do before I'm done the entirety of all the lich grinds in the game. Oh, you just don't want to do the guessing game. Okay, yeah, fair enough. If you don't want to do the guessing game, that's fine. That's okay. But think of all the parts, like all the freaking... No, actually, liches don't take that many resources, actually. They take almost nothing out of you. Also, hey, Vader. Like, they genuinely do not take much off you. Ooh, we are getting real lucky on the endo side. That's nice. Really nice endo frame.
Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Or it's a really, really nice endo grind. What the fuck? We're already at 3 hours? No, I don't want to be at 3 hours already. God damn it. Fine, whatever. Last lich, the sequence was the right order. As I was just... Oh, really? That's funny. It's good to see. Would recommend killing it if you need to. 24... Okay, yeah, we'll try. Just gotta make sure that I'm consistently killing all these Exami, just so I can make sure that they're all out of the way. Actually, my melee weapon, is this better for killing the drones than my other shoes? Because I do have it set so that it's like a upward motion. So I wonder, could I kill the drones faster this way? Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find a drone. Drone, where are you? Drone, where are you? Come on. Drones? Nope. No drone. Interesting. Come on, spawn your drones. Nope, no drone. Man. This is like one of those ones where it's like, you're trying to find them, and then they just won't spawn. Alright, there you go. Kinda. Not really worth it, but meh. Minor issues. Minor issues indeed. There you go. Just gotta wipe him off the map real quick. Go back over here. Then just sit here for 2 seconds and... Actually, I wonder if there's a way for us to... No, I guess there is a meta for doing this, but I'm not really using the meta personally because it's not really necessary. I wonder if Mirage would actually be usable here. No, the main reason why I'm saying that is because the majority of the enemies aren't gonna be like dealing with the like so the main reason why I'm asking if like it would be worth it to use Mirage is because there wouldn't be like a the majority of the enemies won't be like dealing with the issue of being hit by the invulnerability. So I wonder if there's like a way for us to actually go through and mess with stuff. Hey Braden, welcome back. Because we should be able to go through and actually use her to wipe out no, it's too high level. It's too high level, we wouldn't be able to. It's level 80, so it's Mirage wouldn't be able to do it. Crap. I would figure out another nuking frame. I guess we could use another nuking frame, but like a Siren or something. I wouldn't say Mirage in general wouldn't be able to do it just because Mirage's main abilities, like her the explosive ledgerman doesn't actually do as much damage as you might think it does. It does do really good for priming, but not for damage overall. We actually figured this out a while back that it's like really, really bad. Actually, funny enough, if you really want to go through and do it, you can actually make a Wisp a better nuker than you can Mirage, which is a really funny thing to think about, but you can do it. Start with discover the first and second Requiem, try the first. If it fails, discover the third and try the second. If the second failed, I know if the third, and therefore the last sequence is 50-50. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's the same thing that everybody does, pretty much. Oh, hey kitty. Because, well, you know, it's just how things go, I guess. Just gonna keep walking through. Just walking through the enemies. Actually, my biggest arch nemesis, unironically, with this build is the freaking nullifiers. They're so annoying. The brothers? Wait, can they nuke too? What do you mean they can nuke? Huh? They shouldn't be able to nuke. Did they like... Huh? Their fourth? What's their fourth do? Is that no, the fourth wouldn't be that though. Their fourth, yeah, but how does the fourth work? 30 max per nuke? Okay, I wonder if there's a way to push that even further. 30 meters per nuke is not that great, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, 30 meters per nuke is not great. Deals damage, increases crit per combo. Oh, interesting. Yeah, 30 meters is not great in terms of like, that's not, I wouldn't consider that a nuke. That's just an AoE. What I mean by nuking is like, you know how like I'm walking through here and pretty much everything is dying as I walk through? That's more what I mean by like a nuke. Is because like I can hit an enemy and it chains to like every enemy on the map pretty much at once. It's a 70 meter nuke at 30 million damage. It's still not good enough though. I guess that is considered a nuke at that point, but that isn't like a good nuke. It's a nuke, but it's not a good nuke. It does high damage, yes, but you need range for nuking, not necessarily just damage. But also red crits? Okay, the red critting though is that a guarantee or is that just happens because of like the build that you have going? Because if it's not a guarantee, then that's a different story. Because we also need to worry about like the actual guarantees and stuff on that. It's a 1 out of 5. Actually, it's about 20%. That's actually not bad. If you can red crit, okay, but like that's yeah. Yeah. If you're dealing with like combos and stuff, that's a different story. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some testing then, because if I can push that to be 120 meters, then it would be worth doing. And the main reason why I say that it's not really, so it's not that it's not worth doing right now, it's that currently as it stands I have warframes that do nukes that would be a lot more worth it for me to go through and do rather than be stuck dealing with what we'd be doing here. It is line of sight. Okay, so line of sight makes things a little bit more difficult for them because a lot of nuking specifically requires, well, it heavily relies on the fact that it's not line of sight. So like when you're gonna go through and do like other stuff like that? Yeah, I got the twins. I just got them earlier. I still gotta wait for them to build, but I have them. Ooh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go down. Nope, not going down. Alright, cool. We're good. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ooh, ribbon slippers. Nice. Old line of sight. Not Dante's. I don't know what that means. Like I'm going based off a line of like LOS based on just regular LOS. I don't know what the difference is there. Whew, what is our luck today? Holy shit, that's actually really nice. That's actually insane. We're getting some crazy luck today. Yeah, no, so you see how we're getting a bunch of sculptures and stuff? Those sculptures can be all turned into endo. The main reason why I say that this is one of the best endo farms in the game is because there isn't a single place in the game where you can get sculptures this consistently. Like at all. Like there's not a single place in this game that gives you like sculptures this consistently, unfortunately. I really wish there was, but there isn't. There's also a way that you can farm out the amber stars like super easily too, so I'll have to go through and like mess with that a little bit. But it's not too bad. Not too bad indeed. Okay, so I got 2 of you. I need to get 1 more. Don't die on an arbitration? What do you mean don't die on an arbitration? Why would I die? We're not even in Steel Path right now. Gotcha. I mean, to be fair, DOTs can get me, and that's like about the only thing that'll actually get me is DOTs. Unfortunately, I'm not immune to DOTs, and I really wish I was, because it would make my life so much easier. Yo, could like one of y'all just like walk over to me, please? Jesus Christ. Can y'all like walk over to me, please? Oh my god. There we go. Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure that was you that was down, right? Yeah, it was Emperor that was down. Alright, cool. Yeah, why is the other students avoiding our shenanigans? There's a couple ways that you can go through and manipulate the AI for the deuter, like the gadgets here, just to be able to go through and do like whatever you want, but it kind of just follows people at random. I can't remember what the stats are that you need to have for them to start following you and stuff. I just remember that it's a thing. Also, I'm kind of curious about something. How many of these do I have? Oh, cool. Nice. From the stars, I feel like seeing 3 of them drop permission. Oh no, that's Cyatan stars, not Amber stars. If you do enough of this, you actually run out of Amber stars pretty easily. And yes, you do need to farm them. As much as you might see them consistently enough, if you go through, like I've gone through and built something like 70 sculptures. The problem is that once you start going through and doing them enough, you start running into an issue where you don't really have enough stars to be able to complete all the sculptures and stuff, so it's not really worth completing them, but you do need to still go through and try and complete them as much as you can, because then it increases the amount of endo that you can get. But you do definitely need to farm them if you do this enough, which currently I am broke in terms of stars completely, because I do this enough to where I actually run through all of them. Line of sight is determined by what's rendered in front of your camera and affected by camera offset cover large area. Old LOS is determined by warframe is and its destroy furniture map. Oh, interesting. No. I see. I know the old LOS, not the new LOS or whatever. Yeah. I know the old LOS. Meaning not the Dante's LOS. Sorry. That's interesting. But yeah, no. If you got 200 Amber stars, you're good. It's just that I've burnt through all of the ones that I have, so I have to go through and continue to like actually grind them out, because I'm down to like 8, I think, right now. I think I'm down at like 8 right now. Emperor, no! No! God damn it. We were having such a good run. No! We were having such a good run too. Shit. Damn it. That's unfortunate. We were having such a good run. Damn. It's a sad day. It's a real sad day. But yeah, no, here. This is what I'm talking about. Go to my mods, go into here. There you go. See? Sorry, I have 9, not 8. I lied. I miss being unemployed. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, man. Those GG's. I'm really sorry. But yeah, there you go. This is what happens when you start going through and like building all of these constantly. It is pain, to say the least. I'm gonna go and run the weekly item treasure hunt really quick, actually. Hold on. I'm gonna solo this real quick. That is the wrong thing. Hold on. Thank you guys for showing me that you can actually buy the parts, by the way. Because like buying the parts, genuinely speaking, is just so much better. Hold on. Oh, I'd like to introduce you guys to what happens when you get used to speed. Actual speed. Sculptures between 3 and 9 of them, I think. Oh, that's not bad. You should turn them into endo, just so you can have like a crap ton of endo. Because honestly, not having any endo like right now specifically is such a sad day. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. I usually only turn them in when I have about 15 sculptures. Between 15 and 20 sculptures is usually where I turn them in at. Usually speaking. There we go. Okay, okay. Can you like not? Oh, god damn it! Not this again! No, I want to be able to do speed, but you're gonna take me away from my speed. God damn it! Getting nerfed by the freaking like, by the map is such an annoying thing. It's such a pain. Hey, can you like let me through, please? Thank you. Getting nerfed by maps is so sad. Da, da, da. Such a sad day. I don't like being nerfed by shenanigans. It's such a pain, man. I almost hit it before it opened. Okay. I can't finish my Lidum because I don't have the Incarno on melee. Wait, what do you mean wait, what do you mean you don't have an Incarno on melee? What? I was able to wait, what do you mean you need to go finish your Lidum with an Incarno on melee? What? What does that even mean? Oh, minute? Damn it! Ah, it's a sad day. The Vladum requires completing a solo mission with an Incarno weapon in every slot. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't realize that was required. That's kind of nice. It's new, but pretty cool. Yeah, that's not something that I remember ever seeing before, but yeah, that's kind of cool. Question now is, did I finish off my Vladum? Because I have a Vladum. I just can't remember if I finished it off yet. In which case, I would have to have a melee Incarnon, which I do not remember grabbing. Question now is, where's my melee Incarnon? Hold on. Rank. Nope. Latum, where are you? That's my Lex Prime. Where's my Latum? Latum, where are you? This is the problem with having this many weapons. Latum, where? Hold on. Latum. Nope. Latum. Did I finish you off? Nope, I finished you off. Yeah, no, I've finished off the Latum. Cool, good to know. Apparently I've got a melee Incarnon somewhere. Somewhere. Where that is? No idea. But I got one. Trying to finish official missions. I got mission before we could do anything. Worst are those who take the elevator without the squad. Oh god. Yeah. There's a reason why I run certain missions solo, and that's one of the missions that I will be running solo, because if I'm running it in a party, it is unironically potentially upwards of 6 times slower for me to be in a party than to just do it solo. That's why I left the party and just decided to go through and just run it immediately, because there are just certain things in this game that you have to do solo, otherwise it's just too slow, unfortunately. Yeah, doing open versions of those missions is only really good if you're like really new to the game. If not, would not recommend. You see, I could go build that, but I don't see the point in doing so. There's not really a need to. Okay, also, since we've hit the 3-hour mark, what I'm probably gonna do here is I'm probably gonna end it. Just so I can go get my homework and stuff done, because I do actually have like many hours of homework left to do still. Yes, I do know about the new Incarnons that are out. Yeah, I know about it. Do not worry. I've heard about them. I don't know much about them, but I've heard about them. But yeah, I'm gonna go end it here for now. If you guys have any questions or would like to ping me about stuffs, I do have my own Discord where we sometimes hang out. I haven't really been there in a while, but I am gonna be like working on stuff, so we'll see. Either way, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your nights, and please, for those of you in like Europe or like where it's super late, please get some sleep. I swear to God, some of y'all just do not sleep. But yeah, please get some sleep, and I'll talk to you guys later, okay? And good night, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Ta-da! Get some eeps.